All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you are having an amazing morning. Hopefully you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How are you doing today?
Morning, Carlos. I'm not sure I'm having an amazing morning, but I'm having a morning. I'm here. This damn cold won't go away. It's really bothering me right now. Normally 24 hours, man, and I am back in business, but this thing has been hanging around. This is day 3, and I'm not happy about it.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's pretty bad over here too, man. My daughter's got strep. This morning has been nuts.
Yeah.
And everybody I know, yourself included, someone out of the 5 people I know, 3 are sick. So it's just crazy. So yeah, man, hope you feel better. And yeah, let's get to it,
Hope
friends.
your daughter's better.
Yeah, she's in there, not feeling too hot. First thing she woke up this morning, she ran downstairs. Where's Adrian? Where's her brother? Her brother's in school. She's like, so she's in school, and she was not happy about that. She spent the day alone here sick, and she knows what that's going to feel like. It's going to be a little boring. All right, friends. I was like, oh, man, this is not good. Quick look at our gappers list today. We have a bunch of stuff, green and red. So we'll dive into all this great stuff here and see what's happening. Before we do that, let's take a look at what is scheduled for our U.S. economic calendar today.
Yeah, another fairly light day on the economic front. We do have the Case-Shiller Home Price Index, which is coming out. Expecting a little bit of an increase in home prices. We'll see if that plays out as anticipated. 10 a.m. we have consumer confidence. That's probably the biggest number of the day. And then, as you can see, a couple of Fed speakers, neither of which typically moves the market. But in these market conditions, one never knows. It's been fairly quiet. Yesterday was a relatively straightforward day. No big economic data, no announcements out of the White House, no crazy stuff to throw the market off. It was just able to do what it was doing. So today might be another one of those days. Again, I don't expect any of these numbers to have a massive market impact, but I always say that with my fingers crossed because you just never know. So we'll find out. We'll keep watching here. The gappers, of course, because we do have a couple of earnings, nothing major, but we can talk food and we can talk construction. So.
Yes, we sure can. All right, let's dive into what we have going on here. First one on deck is going to be FMTO. I don't think I ever seen this ticker here, so let's go FMTO and see what we got going on. Good morning, guys, over on YouTube. Welcome. Slam that thumbs up before we forget. We had a very low number yesterday. I don't think this thing is working properly, these likes, but yeah, I hate asking for them, but I know people forget. I do too when I watch shows, and I gotta stop that. I gotta support, but yeah, guys, slam that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. First one on here, FMTO, is Femto Technologies, and if I look at the 5-minute chart, we do have some pretty great action actually. 18 million shares traded. Let's take a quick look at what the float is. It's 300,000, so very, very light. This should be fun, Peter. What we got going on here?
This is, I don't know what the heck's going on here. This is an Israeli software company called Femto Technologies. And yeah, an amazing 18.5 million shares traded so far this morning, but no analysts cover it. There's not any news on it. Like I am in the dark. I really don't know what's going on with this. It's just below the radar. I mean, it's got a keep in mind the size of this company. It's got a $2 million market cap. $2 million. So, I mean, that's normally a company with what, like 3 employees? I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know how big this company is, but it can't be many with a $2 million market cap. So this is definitely a high risk stock. I mean, look at the daily chart. You can see that on most normal days, it trades less than a million shares, and it is mostly dead flat, except when apparently something happens. Apparently there was something happening right at the beginning of 2025, at the beginning of the year here, when it had a big drop from the flat line $8 it was at down to about $3. Now we're back up to roughly 8. So what the heck's going on with it? I have no idea. I'm trying to. Oh, here we go. I'm looking at their website right now. They're committed to developing and manufacturing top-tier AI-enhanced women's wellness devices and services. Don't quite know what that means, but their aim is to enhance women's lifestyles and wellness through cutting-edge AI technology. So AI for women. I didn't know AI was gender. I assume it's their app. I guess I understand the name. So, anyways, okay. So there you go. Look, still don't know what's happening with the company. Whatever's going on, if you want to trade this high risk baby, then you go for it.
Yeah, I don't see how this is gonna trade well here. But again, volume is there. Low flow stock. Be very, very careful today. Hard to borrow. With many of these low flow stocks, you can't short them. So just be mindful of that. You found something, Peter? You found something good?
Well, they're not kidding, man. They're okay. I'm just scanning their website.
I can't. Sounds like I cannot pull it up on YouTube.
Well, I don't know. It's right there on their website. They have muscle relief and relaxation. They have hair products. I don't know how they use AI in that. They have sexual wellness devices. So all right, you go, Femto. All right, moving on.
Awesome stuff. All right, I mean, yeah, there you go. So if you want to trade this, guys, hopefully it does, but I don't like it here. All right, next on here, Li today, and what we got going on.
What ads am I gonna get now?
I thought, you know what, Peter, you took the words out of my mouth, man. I thought the same thing. I cannot wait to see your Instagram ads, your Twitter.
What have I done?
Yeah, you are so done. You're so done. All right, let's see here. Li this morning up 13%, 1.2 million shares traded today. So we're getting a nice pop. But again, I can't remember the last time we traded this. We used to, Peter, quite a bit. It was fun, and then it hasn't been good. So anything going on? It's a big pop for them today. I see other Chinese tickers on here as well. I see Baba. Maybe there's something going on there. Becky, Chinese related, or is this just Li related?
I'm really at a loss here. I think it's just Li related, but I don't. I'm not. I don't see any news, Carlos. I hate it when I don't know what's going on, and I just don't know what's going on. Because if I look at, like you said, some of the others, like Li is up to 13% with 1 million shares. Neo is doing its normal thing. XPEV is not doing much of anything. Like the normal ones I would expect to see in that same sector are not moving the same way Li is. So I honestly have no idea what's driving it. There's no news, no analyst coverage. Again, Li somebody must know something, but they haven't shared it with me.
There you go. Again, I like the pop. It's very interesting. Maybe I'll throw it on a secondary just to see where it goes here. We haven't seen them up like that in quite a while. So Li on the secondary, we'll see what happens there. One of my favorite Chinese tickers to look at is Baba. And again, we've seen some weakness over the last day or two. And here we're just coming back. We're bouncing back 4% this morning. Recovering some of the losses from yesterday, and volume 2.6 million. So again, I like the way this thing's been trading, sitting on SSR, given the sell-off, the gap down and the sell-off we had yesterday. But I like this one. I'm going to put it on my secondary at least, and then we'll see how it does here. I'm not sure there's anything specific on this one, Peter, just overall Baba, AI, and China stuff going on here.
Well, it is AI, and there does seem to be a lot of sort of shakeup here in the Chinese AI sector. A lot of more rumor than news, right? It's not necessarily fact. It's just rumor about who's merging with whom, which product is in the lead, what is the relative cost of these products. There seems a lot of these swirling information. What I can say is that Alibaba did release an open source version of their AI engine for video generation. So they did announce that overnight for us, like in the Chinese morning. Partly I think that's the news here. Partly it's just a what they so-called dead cat bounce. which just because, like you said, big down day yesterday, right? It gapped down and they continued lower. This is just a little bit of a rebound that you can normally expect after that type of thing. There was also an upgrade on Alibaba yesterday, and it's fairly interesting one actually. Morgan Stanley, which is one of the larger brokerages, I guess, or analytic houses, upgraded Baba, and they increased their price from what had previously been sitting at 100 all the way up to 180. That's sort of a big jump there, big number increase. So, anyways, and suggested that their clients should buy more of it. So, yeah, all of that combined is probably what's helping Baba be up about 4% so far this morning.
All right, we got some stuff going on there. I'm definitely going to have it on my secondary. I might move this up. Let's see how this gappers list continues. But I do like to trade Baba when it is in play. All right, next on here is going to be PayPal. So let's take a look at our good buddy PayPal. Well, not good buddy. They used to be, but not anymore. PayPal right now up 3.5, 510,000 shares traded. Daily looks interesting as we're moving higher here. 7:30, we really got going this morning. I'm not sure what's driving this, Peter, but definitely some action there at 7:30. And yeah, daily looks great. Could be in play today.
They could still be a good buddy. Just they're a good buddy we haven't talked to in a while. So
yeah.
But they're going to be hosting in the next let's see, when is it today? They're hosting an Investors Day. Yeah, it is today, this morning in New York. It started at 8:30. Probably as a result of that Investors Day is why we're seeing it jump up a little bit. They've got a number of presentations from senior leadership talking about the future of the company and what they can expect. Leading into this, they did actually increase their outlook. This is their long-term outlook, though. It's not their forecast. It's just their outlook that they've increased. The difference there being the forecast would be what they financially expect to deliver in the next year. Their outlook is what do we think is going to happen with the company in 5 to 10 years. Those outlooks are, look, in my old man opinion, virtually useless, right? Because you can make an outlook that says virtually anything. No one's going to hold you to it because so far in the future, it doesn't really matter, and it doesn't impact your short-term economic performance. It just gives you usually an excuse for a little more investment in R&D, and often you can use it as a backdrop for reducing your profitability as you say you're investing in that future. So in any event, whatever you want to say, whether you're bullish or you're a cynic like me, PayPal's having this investor day, and the stock is probably going to be in play throughout the morning as they host this event in New York.
All right, there we go. I like PayPal, so I am going to put him on my list. Let's see if they can trade well today. So we'll go right on here. On first one on the main list this morning. I do like the way the pre-market action looks at the moment. So let's see if we can get some action out of that one. All right. Continuing here, we have last but not least is on our gap up list brought to you by tradingterminal.com. Guys, you can always get this completely for free. Head over to tradingterminal.com. It's going to be NVO. So NVO. Let's see what Novo Nordisk is up to here. We are up a nice 3.4 today. So pretty nice pop here. Volume is, again, it's okay for this stock. Normally doesn't get great volume pre-market. They'll get the volume at the market open. They're daily a little bit all over the place, very choppy. But Peter, it looks like today they got, over the last couple of days, we've seen a move higher. So something obviously going on good here. And what I like about this daily too, if you notice, is we're going into this gap down that we had a few weeks back, right, to almost the end of the year. So we're right into that area. We had a hard time getting through that. Looks like today's the day. So could be interesting here if you like this one.
Yeah, so some news in the sector that Novo Nordisk and Hims, amongst many other companies, are all in this obesity drug race, right? Everybody's got their fancy obesity drugs these days, the magic pill that will make you thin. Anyways, last week, the FDA announced that the semaglutide shortage is over. So apparently there was a shortage. They announced that the shortage is over, which, what does that mean? Well, it means that potentially these companies can't charge a premium, claiming a shortage on this. But a spokesperson, anyways, for Hims and Hers Health announced yesterday that it may no longer sell their version. They've got some compounded version of the semaglutide. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that. semaglutide. So I don't know how you say this thing. Anyways, whatever it is, look, the Hims and Hers may not be selling it, which gives a better opportunity for Novo Nordisk to sell theirs. So I think it's really just sort of it's almost like a tertiary reaction here to that FDA announcement, and then the Hims and Hers suggesting they're going to get out of this market, which would give Novo Nordisk a bigger market share potentially. So that's all speculation, of course, but it doesn't matter. That's what moves stocks. But it seems to be the news for this one.
All right, awesome. Yeah, so that does it. This could be great news. We'll have to see when the big heavy volume comes in for them. Maybe a secondary. Again, they could be a hit or miss. I have traded them before and they've done well, but they've been heavily in play with a lot more volume. So I'm not sure if we're getting that today. We'll have to wait for the market open and see how the volume comes in on that one. All right, that covers our gap up, Peter. Anything that you like this morning gapping up that might not be on this list?
I only had one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that was Home Depot. Home Depot had earnings this morning. HD is the ticker symbol on good old Home Depot. So that's the construction part of it. They reported good numbers in the quarter. They actually beat their numbers top and bottom line, delivering 39.7 billion in revenue versus about a 39 billion expected, and delivered $3.13 in bottom line earnings versus $3.04. So a little better than expected numbers. That being said, their forward-looking guidance wasn't quite what analysts were expecting, so I'm surprised to still see them gapping up. Now, they do trade fairly low volume in the pre-market. As you can see, only 350,000 shares here this morning, so it's fairly late. But yeah, their forward-looking guidance was lower than analyst expectations, and as such, they're probably going to have a little bit of a tougher quarter in the first quarter of this calendar year. I don't know if this is the first quarter of their fiscal year, but anyways, yeah, so that's Home Depot. You know what? Occasionally, Home Depot and Lowe's are the two that we can sometimes watch on the market here in this segment. Home Depot can be interesting. You just got to be careful. It is a NYSE stock, which means you got to wait for that volume to come in after the opening bell before you really make a decision on it. The spread can sometimes be quite high on this, so just be careful if you're trading Home Depot. But I might watch it just out of interest. But so far, it's looking fairly lame. But that's the only one, Carlos, I had.
All right, excellent. Okay, friends, let's take a look at our gap down list and see what we can pull off that list. This list a lot longer than what we had on the gap up, and there's again a ton of stuff on here. We kind of spoke about Hims a little bit, so Peter kind of did mention this earlier. So if you look at Hims right now, they're on the gap down. Maybe today they can trade well. Their daily has definitely been taking a nice little hit here over the last couple of days. You can see here the nice drop. Could be interesting on short selling restrictions, but we do got plenty of shares to short here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna add these guys to the list. I think today will be their day. That is not great news for them, obviously. So 4 million shares traded, down 21%. Peter, anything else to add? I mean, you kind of mentioned what's going on already, but anything else?
Well, they also had earnings, right? The reason why they made that announcement that they were potentially exiting this semaglutide, I think that's probably how you say it better, market is because it was part of their earnings call, where it wasn't a bad quarter, but they took down their forecast. So, again, their quarter was good. They not only delivered good on the financial numbers, their subscriber numbers were higher. So, like the stuff, it looked good in the short term, but oh my God, excuse me. Their decision to exit this market has got the market concerned, or the analysts concerned about their ability to hit their forward-looking numbers. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see it gapping down this morning. You'd expect that. I tried to watch this many times in the past. Never found some great trades on it. It's not that it doesn't move; it can get volume. So, we're already trading 4 million shares here this morning. I just find the price action. I don't think there's a lot of heavy institutional trading in this, which means that if it's just left up to us sort of retailers and casual traders, it could be less predictable, and I haven't found its patterns to be predictable. So you make your own decision on it, but it trades with good volume. If you like it, go for it. I may watch it, but unlikely to touch it.
Yeah. Be careful on it. I'm gonna have it here. I do like the pre-market action today, but again, we'll have to see how well it does. All right, let's see what else we got going on our gappers list today. We got BDTRs next. BDTRs. This is a crypto play here, but Deere Technologies, and they're taking a nice little landslide here today. And over the last couple of days, you can see a lot of weakness as well, hitting 27 back in looks like January 6th, and then since then have been going lower and lower. And today's one of those days where we are slamming on down 21%. So Peter, something's clearly not hot here on this one, leading the way. But there's others, right? If you look at our list, they're all on here. We got CleanSpark, MST. Wow, MSTR. When's the last time you heard that ticker? Mara Coin. Is crypto is at like 50,000? What's going on? Everything's dropping here.
You know, yeah. This stock that we were just talking about, this BTDR, not one that I've ever heard of, but BitDeer. Good old BitDeer. Anyways, they seem to be down, and you're right. Crypto is absolutely down this morning, down below 90,000, well below $88,946 at the moment.
Bless you.
Oh my goodness, sorry about that. Woo. And anyways, and dropping hard. Like it's really been. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice now too. It's been dropping ever since sort of yesterday evening. I would say we really sort of around 9 o'clock last night was about the peak when it hit about 96,000, and it has been dropping sort of ever since, hitting a low early this morning of about $87,000. It's bounced up by about about I don't know $1,900. So there you go. It's it's having a rough morning. I was looking at some old charts of mine, Carlos, and I ran across a Bitcoin joke. Can I tell you a Bitcoin joke?
You absolutely can.
The
Bitcoin people are not too happy today, but yeah, today
it's
today, I want to hear it.
It's just the volatility in this. Like if this is supposed to be sort of a currency replacement, how do you trade something if it drops like it did overnight? Like in one night, it went from 96,000 to 87,000. That's a 12% change in the value of your currency. Like that's significant. Anyways, so. The joke is that, I went to a buddy who's a crypto trader the other day, and I asked him if I could borrow $100, and he said $93. Why do you need to borrow $112? I don't really have $87. But if you really need $156, I can go ask my wife if she's got $40 in her purse. And I said, never mind. So there you go.
Yeah, that is the volatility. Wow, they're all on here today, guys. Everything is down. MSTR, they're all heading lower. Just pick your favorite. Pick your favorite today. How tradable they're going to be, who knows? But looks like yesterday, like we didn't have MSTR on the list, but look how clean MSTR was, and I'm sure some of these other ones were too. If I look at Coin as well, yeah, nice little drop there. Mara, I mean, they're all did very well. Yes, has the drop. Surprised we didn't talk about this yesterday. So look at the drop there on Mara. Seems very clean looking at a dead chart now. Obviously, that could be completely wrong, but this is interesting. I'm definitely going to watch a few of these. I haven't decided which ones yet. Maybe MSTR on the way down could be very nice if this continues, which is strange too because we don't get a lot of Bitcoin action during the weekdays, right? It's always weekends, but the fact that's happening now could be very interesting. So MSTR, yeah, let me watch MSTR. And I also like Coin. Let's see how Coin looks this morning. And if I look at Coin, also another one that can trade very well. So yeah, MSTR and Coin. I'm gonna throw Coin in secondary just for the sake of space here in our main list. We'll do Coin on the secondary and MSTR on the main one. Peter, I know you don't really trade these tickers a lot, but is any of these going to be on your list today?
I think so, just because it's moving so much. Like this mid-week type movement, I mean, I know we're only Tuesday, but is rare. And whether it goes up or down, when I see significant movement during the sort of the market week, I do want to pay attention. So Coin and Mara tend to be the two that I gravitate towards, just because they get more consistent volume. They don't seem to be as jerky as some of the others. MSTR I know is a favorite, but I find it tougher to read generally. I don't typically trade them even when I do watch them, but yeah, Coin is probably the first and foremost one I'm going to put on my list. It's not as exciting pre-market here as some of the others, but that's what I'll watch.
Yep. Yep, guys. I'll bring the ticker at the bottom list in a second. Just updating my list so you can see it there. All right, let's see here. So right now, PayPal, Hims, MSTR on the main list. Secondary, Coin, Baba, Li, and NVO. Again, I got a okay secondary list. We'll see how the rest goes. So there it goes. There's the list for you guys to see, and we'll keep updating as we go. All right. What else? Tradingterminal.com. So a lot of it. I mean, a big chunk is all Bitcoin stuff, guys. So everything is down. So
Yep.
Hood Coin, I mean, Clean Spark, you name it. You touch Bitcoin, you're down today. So there you go. All right, let's see. Regetti Spaghetti, I see it down here, and let's look at that one. Then we'll call it a not a day, but we'll call it gappers list at least. RGTI. Let's see what's happening there. We are down 2.3. This thing is sliding, just continues to slide here on the daily, showing a lot more weakness, dropping below this previous day close a couple of times here. So I'm not sure. Volume is good, 2.5 million shares traded. We just like watching the ticker, but not sure if I'm going to watch it today. Maybe a secondary, Peter. That's what I'm thinking, because it can be so explosive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything particular on this whole sector. As we know, we've got sort of 4 or 5 stocks that we typically watch, right? IonQ, QBTS, QUBT, Regetti would probably be the top 4, I would say, in this quantum computing sector. Although we know that there's others that are also playing. They just move. Regetti tends to get the most consistent volume over the last couple of months. It's just been doing well. If you like to watch it, I don't think I've ever even traded it. I do watch it a fair amount just to stay on top of it, see what it's doing. It's a popcorn stock for me. But this morning I don't see any particular news. This is going to be a slow burn for a while until it either loses favor altogether or something amazing happens and they have some technological breakthrough. This will probably just continue to churn its way sideways.
Yeah, I agree. I'll have it in the secondary, and it can fall off of that if it's not going to be trading well. All right, let's stop here. Peter, as far as anything gapping down on your list that you like that we haven't gone over.
Yeah, again, only one on the gap down list that I really wanted to talk about specifically. And it's not really a fun trading stock. It's just a fun stock because apparently my American friends are not eating enough donuts. So the ticker donut, DNUT, which is Krispy Kreme, had earnings this morning, and they missed on both top line revenue and significantly on bottom line earnings. Revenue was $9 million on a $400 million revenue, so not huge, but enough to scratch your head. But the bottom line earnings, they were expected to earn 17 cents a share. They only earned a single penny. So what's wrong? Come on, man. Donuts. What do you taking all your semaglutide? You're doing all your Ozempic and aren't hungry anymore? Krispy Kreme needs your help. Anyways,
It sure do.
not good earnings at Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme here, DNUT is a ticker. They're down. Again, they don't trade well, but they're fun to watch. They won't be on my list today. I mean, there's just so many other things that look great, but not good, guys. We gotta buy donuts, I guess. All right, let's. I've been there. We have one here. Let's just put one up. We never had one around the area. It is ridiculous expensive. Like, why would I pay $3 to put one of the 3 devils in my body, which is sugar, salt, and averaging down? Those are 3 devils you don't want to deal with. I'm not doing it. It's just no, thank you. I don't want to put something.
I thought Krispy Kreme donuts used to be cheap. Have they increased dramatically?
Maybe when I used to go to Louisville, probably very cheap down south. Yeah, but not here. That Route 4, you buy 3 donuts, you better pull out the credit card. It is insane.
Oh, okay.
It's insane.
All right.
All right. Let's take a look here. Let's see what you guys like this morning. So let's hop over to you here over on our chat. Let's see what you guys are have going on. So no, I love those devils. Baba, yes, Baba is on the list on the secondary. Baba is I like it. I might move it up too because It is in play. 3 million shares traded. We're up 3%. A little bit of a bounce from, from yesterday's sell-off. Is the weakness going to continue, or are we going higher here? Yesterday was the best day they had, and I missed it. I wasn't watching them, but look at yesterday. Probably one of the better days they had during our market hours, right? Normally you're moving higher, but the days are like this, very, very small. So let's see what happens today. I do like what's taking place there right now. PLTR was mentioned in both chats. Let's take a look here. PLTR 1.6 up 1.6, 6.7 million shares traded. So that's a very nice pre-market activity on PLTR. This is definitely going on the list. This looks really, really clean. They've been heavily in play, and again, if you're looking for reversals on this, be very careful. The weakness is real on this one. It just keeps dropping and dropping. So yesterday, same thing, red day. We're seeing a little bit of strength now. Let's see how this is going to last. Again, these contracts that they lost there are not treating them well, obviously. So PLTR will be on the list. Tons of volume being traded this morning. Thank you for bringing that one up. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. We'll look at AMD as well. NVIDIA this morning, pretty flat right now. I mean, we're always looking at NVIDIA. It's just one of those tickers that we pull up, even if it's not on the list. Yesterday, great sell-off, great bounce here. As far as pre-market action today, we do got some movement. We do have lots of volume, 10 million shares traded on it. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to add NVIDIA to the list. Thank you for bringing that up. I mean, again, it's one that we always watch, but I think today would be nice to have on the main list. AMD and NVIDIA have very similar lists. Man, AMD's at 107. The stock just can't figure it out, man. Wow. All right, so I remember when we just crossed, Peter, the 100 drinking line for you here, and we're very excited about that. Now it looks like we're heading below that.
Yeah, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
It was a while ago, man. So again, just not doing well. Got a little bit of a bump, and then right back down here, down to 107. Seems like so. Let's see, AMD on a secondary. I'll keep it off for now, but we'll be on the lookout on scanners on that one. No, you know what? No, I want to add this. I do want to add AMD. I'll take like NVO or Regetti Spaghetti off. AMD, I think, deserves to be on the list, at least as a secondary for sure. So I'll add that on there. PRTR, we did look at SMCI. What's going on? What's the latest and greatest on this one? This is just messy. Did they do? Is it today that they're? No, it's next week, right?
No, it's today. It's today. Today's the big day for SMCI.
I thought it was next week. There's so much stuff going on with this thing. But yes, today.
Yeah. So by the, I guess by midnight tonight, I mean, they've just been given a deadline. I could not find a time anywhere. Traditionally, these things are released after the market close. But yes, they've been given a deadline by the SEC to produce their 10K filings, which were due in August, by the way, 2024. So they've been given a bunch of extensions. And again, the fact that August was when they had to deliver their financials, and they still have not since August. So it's been 6 months. Again, they had an auditor resign, so they've been given a little bit of latitude as a result of that. But today's the day where they've been told that you will be delisted if you do not provide the required documentation. Again, how SMCI has retained this price and increased seems a little mysterious to me. But, hey, look, the market's never wrong. So that's what people believe it's worth, and then fine, that's what it's worth. But today is a very risky day to be in this, because you never know when they're going to release their numbers, or what if they make a statement saying we're going to be a little late, and then they've got to kiss the feet of the SEC and pray for another extension. So look, this could be a nice volatile stock if you're willing to trade it over the short term. Just understand, at any given moment, trading could halt on this thing at any moment. So
it's too risky.
Buyer
today.
Beware.
Yeah,
it could be a lot of fun,
mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is super risky.
Yeah, I don't want to play that game with these guys today. I'll watch it. I think it'll be fun and get the popcorn ready. But no, I don't want my money tied up in this thing. Yeah, it's just too much stuff can go wrong here. If you are going to trade it, or if I do trade it, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if I do trade, it's got to be in and out so quick. You can't be sticking around for this thing. All right, let's let's stop here, guys. We got a great list today. PayPal, Hims, MSTR, POTR, NVIDIA, and SMCI on the main list. And actually, I didn't want SMCI on the main list. I wanted it on my secondary list. So let's take it off of this one. Yeah, great list. Let's get over to our community events and announcements, and let's see what's happening on this beautiful Tuesday.
Yeah, so people are asking what happens if it's delisted. Well, a couple of things happen, right? So delisting, by the way, is a reversible process. They could basically put the company on hold, and then they could regain listing capability, which means they would then once again trade on the market. But what would happen is immediately all transactions of shares would halt, and any money that you've got tied up into those transactions also gets frozen. So, for example, if you bought a bunch of shares, basically the entire value of that purchase gets frozen in your account. That's a risk if you go long in shares, because again, it could halt at any time. Remember, if it's a volatility hold, you can actually watch the level 2 and see when it's coming, right? Because you can sort of see the level up, level down numbers. If it's a news halt, that can happen totally without warning. So you will have absolutely no advance notice. But what would happen to your account if you're trading live would be that, yes, any value you have tied up in that would be frozen. Now, theoretically, if you trade short and it gets delisted, you could potentially keep forever the entire value of the short trade, just like you would lose the entire value of a long trade. However, there's a long road before that happens, right? It could be years before your account gets settled, because of course, SMCI is still a valid company. They could, even being delisted, buy out the value of your shares, and that's a negotiated value between them and the market, which means that you'd only get part of the money. Bottom line, the money will be frozen in your account. Doesn't matter if you're long or short. You really don't want to be in there in this type of hold or halt. A volatility halt, sometimes we trade those, and you can, right? Because it's just volatility. It'll come back. This type of halt, it's rough. Ask anybody in the room who might have held some Luckin shares or some of these other companies that we were playing around with this at the time. Luckin took like 2 years to resolve its status, and it reopened under another ticker number, and it was anyways, it was messy. So and I think people's accounts are still messed up as a result. So just be very careful.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. All right, let's take you through Tuesday.
Right. So it is Tuesday, which means that we've got our trade book series, and tonight I have the privilege of delivering the latest in our trade book and strategy series. I'm going to be talking about my mountain pass strategy. You've heard me talk about it here in the morning occasionally. If you're a regular viewer, if you're in the room, you're probably very familiar with it, because I've been talking about it for a while. But we're going to go over, there's a lot of new members, a lot of people have joined, and I'm going to go over sort of the detail, the criteria. How exactly does it work? What does it look like? We'll actually go through some examples. We'll show you sort of how you can trade this, how you can at least consider it as a strategy. I'll go over all of the trade book conditions and rules, and help you understand the mountain pass, whether it's for your direct trading or as an understanding for something that you can trade off of. Again, my strategy is a reversal one, which often happens at the end of other people's trading approaches. So I always joke when John, who's a high of day break trader, when his trades fail, that's when I usually swing into action and I start to look for my trade opportunities. So that's just the way it works. But we'll talk about all of that tonight, 8 p.m. in the webinar room. Next week, Megan's going to be giving the webinar. She's going to talk about how to trade like a titan. I love it. How to identify and trade powerful market levels. She does have big levels that she looks at. She'll talk about how does she determine those levels, how does she set them, and then how does she use them in her trading. So that'll be next week at 8 p.m. What also happens on these Tuesdays, we also have 2 midday webinars for you. We have the small account options trade book session that happens at 11 a.m. delivered by Phil in the webinar room, and then our book map trading session that happens with Nathan on the tail end of the options one at noon. So all of these happen in the webinar room for our elite members. Hopefully you'll join us 11 and 12 during the day, and then 8 o'clock this evening. If you want information on the markets, tradingterminal.com is the place to go. Like Carlos said, that's where we go in the morning to get all of our information. You should check it out. And if you wanted to join us here at Bear Bull Traders, well, if you want to join us in the chat room, then we've got some good deals for you. We've got the intro through to the Elite Annual. They're available. If you want to just kick the tires, try the intro. Join us for a week, see how it goes, see if it's the community for you. And we're convinced that you will love it and want to join us using one of the other monthly or annual packages that you can take advantage of. So hopefully we'll see you there in the room. And if we could see you in person, don't forget, we still have the tickets available for the live trading summit, which is happening in Vancouver. It's a great event where we're going to talk about trading strategies, approaches to the market, psychology. It's fully immersive. It's 3 full days of education and edutainment. There is a lot of fantastic things that the team has got coordinated here. It's really a very worthwhile event. So hopefully we'll see you in Vancouver. Really looking forward to it myself. I'm going. My wife is going. Again, the whole team is going, where a lot of us are bringing our spouses. Like, it's an event. So we are going to it as a big event. So it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll see you there. Go to bearabletraders.com /summit, and you can find the details on that, including the entire schedule of events and activities. So there you go. Carlos, why don't we go to set some levels, and then I'll let everybody know what our moderators are watching.
All right, absolutely, friends. Let's take a look here. What's going on? Here's I was looking at OK when you mentioned that. That's the chart there, and then it just dropped to 0, and then it just disappeared. All right, let's take a look here. What we have PayPal, we have Hims, we have MSTR, POTR, and NVIDIA, right? So you see that there, a bunch of tickers. Let's get some levels in. Starting with PayPal today, I think PayPal will be a lot of fun, given how they're trading here and given the potential to, hopefully get some volume at the market open and trade well. So high of the pre-market on PayPal this morning, we are looking at 78.21. So we'll slam that one there, and then above that we're looking at a 79.50, and then above that, let's go to the left here, find a good area right over here, 80.97. So really great levels. You can see how much touches we have on that at 80.97. So this could be a good area of resistance again if we do head that route. Again, we're up 3%. Volume is great. Pre-market action started nice, kind of slowing down a little bit now, but again, we'll give it a little more time and see how this thing plays out today. So they got some positive news here, and looking forward to them just getting some good opportunities here. Hims continues to bleed, guys, down 23%. Now we just made a new low a second ago here. Low now is down at a 39.01. Man, this is well, what does Brian say? The humanity on this thing. So 39, the humanity. We need some kind of meme or GIF on this thing with Brian's face saying the humanity. 43.14. We'll slam that one on there. That's the high of the pre-market. Above that, if you look at the daily, you got plenty highs and lows for the last 2 trading days, doing an amazing job. So you're good there. And then below the low of the pre-market on the daily, the only big level I see is 33.90. Would like something a little bit closer, but I don't see a big level, so I'm not going to just add one just because. But here it is, 33.90 is a great level here. Maybe a minor one, 37, which makes sense, a whole dollar number. And how am I picking that? Doesn't have a lot of touches, at least from what I'm seeing, but you got this day kind of closing right on there, finding some resistance on the way up. It's also a whole dollar number, so you might see something there. But again, it's not a 33.90, and it's definitely not a 38.99. You got a lot of touches there on those levels. So speaking about touches, guys, touch that thumbs up over on YouTube. We really appreciate it. We'd like to get our likes a little bit higher if we can, and we love your support. We really do. Actually, me and Peter really enjoy doing this show for you, and a way to just give us a thank you is by slamming that thumbs up. I know sometimes we forget, but we'd love to see that number go a little bit higher. We're sitting at 182. Let's see if we can get to 300. Would be great. So not much to ask. We have 857 of you guys watching, which is awesome, guys. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's take a look at MSTR. Bitcoin, everything is down on Bitcoin today. If you look at the gappers list, it is made up of all your Bitcoin tickers. So tradingterminal.com, you can come in here and you can see everything. CleanSpark, MSTR, Mara, Coin, you name it. If it's Bitcoin related, it's on this gap down list today, right? So I'm going to look at MSTR, and on my secondary list, I have Coin. MSTR, as far as the low, the pre-market 261. Is that correct? 261? Yeah, 261.40 is the low of the pre-market here on MSTR. Is what I'm showing. And then the high of the pre-market, I'm looking at 271.75 is the high of the pre-market. So that's what I see here. I'm getting some conflicting data with that, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but 271.75 is what I'm showing on my charts. Above that, highs and lows for the last 2 trading days, doing an amazing job there, so don't need to add anything. And then towards the bottom, we haven't been down here since November, right? So kind of giving up a lot of ground the last couple of days here. It's going to be 252.37, great level. Then below that, just in case, 237.18. So let's see. Let's see how this plays out. MSTR and then coin on my list as well. PRTR also has been, man, look at this beautiful pre-market activity. So love the pre-market here. Anybody trading this pre-market already? Let us know in chat there. 87.06, low of the pre-market. 87.04, the high 93.42 is the high of the pre-market. Above that, you do have the highs and lows for the last 2 trading days, doing an awesome job there. And then towards the bottom, below the pre-market low, let's get some levels here. We got this nice gap up. Remember that? They just crushed it. Man, how fast gravity took a hold of them here. Obviously, it's more than that. They lost a contract and a couple of things that are bringing them back down a little bit. 83.93, great area. See a couple of resistance levels there, changing direction, obviously, so that's good. 83.93, and then below that, just in case we really go highway to hell here, 78.12 is another great area as well. Last one but not least on my list is going to be Nvidia. So Nvidia in the green, in the red this morning, then in the green, then back in the red, just kind of wrapping itself around the previous day close line, as you see here. Let's see where it ends up. Low of the pre-market, 127.46. We'll put one there, and then towards the top, we're looking at 131. 131.95 is the high of the pre-market. And then once you do that, look at the bigger picture. You're surrounded by the highs and lows towards the top here, so you're set. And then towards the bottom, we got some pretty good levels when we had drop all the way down to 112. You guys remember that? We had a nice drop there a few weeks ago. 124.44, 120.60, and just in case, 116.60. Again, that's a stretch. A lot needs to go wrong today for Nvidia to go down to 116.60, but we are ready for it. I don't have SMCI on my main list, but I will be watching it. Again, careful, very, very risky, guys. So be mindful on how that thing is moving today. All right, Peter, take us through what our moderators are watching this morning.
You bet. Our moderators are starting to get their lists in, and they are going to be watching, well, a variety of the stuff we've already talked about. Starting with Mike at the top, he's going to be watching Tesla and Apple. Thor's also going to be watching Apple, but AMD in addition to Tesla. Avi's watching his usual, the typical 8 that he takes a look at. Pierre's going to be watching NVIDIA, SMCI, Hims, AMD, and Tesla. I've got my usual 3 plus HD, PayPal, and Hims, just for interest's sake. I got one IPO to let you know about if and when it opens. Brian, who'll be trading live here in just a few minutes, will be trading Tesla, NVIDIA, AMD, Hims, and PLTR. Phil's going to be watching NVIDIA, Tesla, MSTR, and Microsoft. Paris, back in the saddle here. We missed you, Paris. I was saying yesterday, I love you, Tesla, because I had a great trade on it, and it was treating me nice. So Paris is going to be watching Hims, NVIDIA, PLTR, Hood, and Bubba. Wait a second. Where's Tesla on his list? That doesn't seem right. I'm sure it's there anyways. And Andrew, last but not least, also will be trading live here in a minute. Is going to be watching Hims, NVIDIA, Coin, MSTR, PayPal, and of course, Tesla. So that's our moderators. They've got their lists in here this morning. Hopefully in those you can find something that you like to trade. Whatever you choose, I want you to trade smart. It should be an interesting morning. This SMCI, I think, is sort of the wild card here. I just don't know what to expect of this, especially on the day of delisting. So who knows? Will they get a reprieve? Will they submit their numbers? It's place your bets, man. It's who knows? I'm going to be watching from the sidelines, no matter what, because I just don't like the risk in it. But we'll see what happens. Either way, guys, stick with us here. We're trading live again right through till noon hour with, of course, Brian and Andrew here this morning. And then we've got Carlos. Are you back with Avi?
No, it's Paris.
Oh.
Paris is back, Avi. Yeah, so I was filling in for Paris for a bit there, and he's back on the saddle, man. So yeah, they'll be back this afternoon.
Love
or
it. Paris
morning.
is back, baby. Yeah.
Yep,
So
yep.
there you go. So sounds good.
All right, I see
All
our
right.
guys joining in. I see Andrew, I see Brian. Guys, we'll flip over and let you guys get ready. Over on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. We'll leave you live with these two gentlemen here. Hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. It does help us out a ton. We'd love to get a 500 today if we can. So thank you guys. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, everybody. Good
Yeah, good
morning,
morning. Good morning.
Mr. Pezim. Your portfolio of
Yes.
Bitcoin is down.
Yeah, but it's down below 90,000. Last I looked, what, 88 something? It is
Yes.
that's interesting.
MSTR is also broken down a very important level. So MicroStrategy, or it's actually not MicroStrategy, it is a strategy. So it's below post-election gap, actually.
Yeah, same with
Matter
I
of fact.
think same with Nvidia has been basically back right where we started. So Nvidia's been quite volatile, quite up and down, and yeah, earnings tomorrow should be interesting. Just a reminder, we are going to have a live YouTube session for NVIDIA's earnings. So we'll be starting that around, I believe it's 3:30.
Yes,
Some
absolutely.
commentary, some Jared will look at expected moves based on the options markets, and yeah, we'll hang through the open there or through the release of those earnings.
So what is the expected move right now on it? Is it they're
That's a
expecting a
good
big
question.
no?
Can't find my, here we go. I was looking for my mouse, couldn't find it. NVIDIA, let's take a look here. I'm sure
PLTR is
people already
flat.
know. Well, yeah, options market isn't open yet, so I can't look. Ooh, PLTR just took a dive. NVIDIA's diving. I'm short some Tesla from yesterday. Still short.
Tesla is a very critical level. Tesla pre-pandemic was sorry, not pre-pandemic. Post-election was trading at around 274. So right now it's trading at 230. Yeah, so Tesla 200 moving average is around 270. So yeah, it's a long way to go down there still.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, SMCI. This is the day that they have to file. So I
They
don't
have to
know
file.
what's
Otherwise, they
going
get
on
listed.
behind. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes there. I
Yeah,
know
SMCI is.
the public, yeah, the public company that I'm a director on. We missed one of our filing dates because of our auditors, and it was a like a shit show. Excuse my French.
So what happened? You missed the deadline for filing? What happened?
Yeah, because the auditors kept saying they were gonna get the numbers in, and they kept delaying, and we kept reminding them that we can't, we can't file late. Yeah, 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 and then and then we came up right to the very end, and then they said, "Oh well, no, we can't get finish the audit."
So what happened?
So,
Did you get delisted?
um, what happened? Well, we got issued a late filer as a late filer, and that's always never good on your record. Fortunately, we got in like a couple days after, but they halted trading. Of course, being on the one of the venture exchange, you can't really get delist, downlisted because there's no further way to go. The only thing you can get is actually delisted. So
So hopefully SMCI
All
doesn't get
right.
delisted. Very
Yeah,
good company
Hims.
for trading. PayPal had the earning. Is that the earning pop on PayPal?
Home Depot had earnings this morning.
Flat.
The market sold off a little bit. Now we're popping back up.
Is PayPal
Just
earning?
like yesterday, earnings
Or
after, I
strategy?
mean, earnings after the close is we've got Cava. Yeah, be careful, guys. This in this market right now, any rally is suspect. That's why I shorted, took a short on Tesla yesterday. That rally at midday. I kind of saw it. I kind of saw it was getting ready to roll over, and the rest of the market did as well. So let's see what the market gives us. Mr. Market gives us today.
The market bonds are popping up really. So interest rates are down. The
Yeah,
bonds are going higher. TLT is up 1%. It's a very interesting situation.
PLTR just is right back at. Is that right at PDC now?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Okay,
The
here we
Hindi
go.
market is
Ding, ding, ding.
Let's look at it. What's MSTR doing? Let's see what the volume is on MSTR. MSTR is shortable. A lot of shares were short on MSTR.
See what Tesla's selling off here. PLTR is selling off a bit. Just I'd watch
Tesla is selling off.
PLTR, possible bounce. Hims popped up. I'm looking at that for a possible short.
Tesla is super weak. Tesla has a very important level of daily chart. Yeah, this is a level that February 11, we
Yeah,
also tested that.
this is yesterday's low.
Apple hit the scanner. Apple
Okay,
is
I
strong.
just
Tesla broke 324.
okay. I'm shorting Hims.
And it's shorting Hims. Tesla is very interesting.
Really, it's already
Tesla
dropped a
is
lot. Just not as keen on this. You know what? I don't like Hims. I'm going to get out of it.
TR is trying to stay above the VWAP. Yeah, they're dumping PLT Tesla. Yeah, Tesla broke that level. I
Cool.
guess the next very important level is don't have much. See what we can do on Tesla. I'm still waiting a little bit. No trade for me yet. Trying to look at some MSTR had a very big squeeze. I don't like the order flow on it. PayPal is a horrible order flow. SMCI, not great.
Yeah, their Hims is popping, so I'm glad I got out of that. I'm watching. It was Tesla's popping back.
Yeah, there's no time and sales on Hims. I just don't like that. Same as PayPal. I like a little bit of order flow going on. Gary L is trading Baba. So, yeah, Baba is interesting. Baba is up 4%. SPY is going green. LTR is really volatile also at the previous day close. Nothing crazy. NVIDIA tried to go green, couldn't. Now selling off. Just watching NVIDIA.
Here, the SPY is popping up a bit here.
Yeah, the SPY is going green. It's good direction. Go up in life. LTR is interesting. Very flat. NVDA is selling off as usual. What's AMD doing? AMD is kind of flat. Coin. MSTR. Yeah, the MSTR, the problem that I have with MSTR is just the time and sales, Samit, is not really. I like the time and sales to be more, the order flow would be a little bit nicer. Like it's just, I don't really like it. And then that causes huge weeks. When you don't have a lot of order flow, you can get the choppy candlesticks and choppy price action. I'm not really big fan of that at this moment. But it looks like it's holding the VWAP, so potential long on it. But again, I'm not really big in trading MSTR. Order flow is essentially the time and sell. So how much Tesla is coming back up. Tesla is interesting. It's the weird.
This is we're at the VWAP.
Yeah, no trade for me. 935. Okay, that's a record. No trade for me. Nothing really catches my eye, which is okay. You don't need to really. Gary L. You're long, Baba, huh? Baba was strong.
I did short a little bit of Tesla at the VWAP. VWAP rejection here.
Yeah, Tesla turned out to be a nice short, huh? User trying to bounce back. Let's see.
Oh, that was a really nice VWAP rejection. Beauty.
On Tesla? Yeah, Tesla. So NVIDIA is popping up. Let's see what NVIDIA is doing. I get some long
Just selling
NVIDIA.
some
NVDL,
selling.
so 618.
Just
So
selling some of my puts here. Sorry about that.
NVIDIA, I like the price action that's happening on NVIDIA, forming on NVIDIA. So I'm long NVIDIA L.
Here we go. Here we go. Nice. I'll take it.
So I'm long NVIDIA for a red
I'll
to
take
green,
that.
guys. Let's
Nice.
see if
Thank you.
goes
Thank you, Tesla.
long. Tesla's going down, yeah.
Oh, we're getting into these 320, this 320 level. A lot of orders here getting filled. Oh, man. Nice. Selling some
See
more
NVIDIA.
puts, $14. I'm trading the 330
You're short
puts.
Tesla, I guess. Yeah, so Brian short Tesla through buying puts.
This was one of my favorite trade book trades. Just VWAP rejection.
See if NVIDIA can hold it or no. I'm actually losing confidence in this trade slowly. NVIDIA doesn't seem that. I thought that we're gonna get a really nice squeeze on the NVDA, but
Yeah, thanks, Jordan. I know. Yeah, Hims was didn't the problem with that one was it, and the reason I bailed on it was I started thinking about it, and rising devil trades usually work best when the stock's either flat or has been going up. So you get more impetus for profit takers with that. I started thinking about it, and I already thought Hims had already dumped a lot, so there was probably a lot more short sellers in there looking for a cover.
yeah, I gotta stop that on NVDL. Yeah, I was expecting that NVDA continues the squeeze. I gotta stop that, even though it's still
Okay,
yeah, it's coming back up. But it did close below the VWAP NVDA, so let's see, SPY is coming back up.
yes, Qs are coming back up. I'm almost out of Tesla. Didn't have a huge size to begin with, but still nice move on that.
I got back on NVDL. I don't know, it could be a revenge trading, but I got back in there. Like market seems that it's bouncing back. Like definitely NVIDIA is trading like market. So I'm back in there at 56 on NVDL, which is essentially NVDA. I will see if you can get a squeeze up. Hims is hitting the scanner. See, NVIDIA seems that is the 5 minutes seems like it wants to pop up. That's why I took the NVDL long. But it's becoming very disappointing. Like even the market is just
Added
direction.
back on Tesla again on that short,
You're
added to
short
my short again. Let's see if we can get another leg here.
Tesla.
It's going to cover some of that now. Big order here at 318. We're going to get into it.
That is
Just covering some more there. I think it might be putting in a double bottom here.
for Tesla
Yeah.
on 3%.
Okay, I'm out of Tesla. And I'm so happy with that trade. That was good. Perfect VWAP rejection.
I think eventually market is gonna find a direction, a spine. Like I'm still long on NVDA through NVDL, which is a leverage product of that. Let's see if it's gonna get the pop. IWM stays strong, 217. That's nice. All right, so let's see if NVIDIA wants to test the previous day close. It is super flat. This is one of the weirdest market that I've seen recently. SMCI is down 6%. Huh? Hims had a really nice volume at 930 something. I think, yeah, Tesla. I don't know. I don't know actually. I'm in this NVDL trade. Most likely I'm gonna get it stopped out. I was thinking of actually get a continuation on this squeeze, but the whole market is just super undecisive. Tesla.
I think Tesla's got another leg here. Lower. Here we go.
Tesla, yeah, Tesla dropping. Yeah, Tesla broke this level. I think the next one is 300 probably. Brian, are you getting a squeeze? You're you're quiet.
No, no, I'm looking at Tesla. I should have reshorted again when it didn't get.
Yeah, NVIDIA, I
Tesla's
need to
making
get
their
out.
money. Loving it. Yes.
It's very weird price action at the opens. One of the most weirdest open that I've seen. Tesla is going a good direction actually. Tesla turned out to be a super nice 5-minute range breakdown. Right, so I'm accepting the defeat on NVDA, this piece of garbage. So I'm getting stopped out on 55.30. It was a big loss. Twice. So, Li with your open mic. And yeah, Lenny did a nice 5-minute range breakdown on Tesla, which was nice. TR. I'm not really a big fan of PLTR at this moment. I love the volume on it, but it was kind of opening up flat. And again, when something isn't really gapping up or down that much, it's very difficult to trade. That was a problem also with NVIDIA as well. So
Tesla's still got some big orders stacked at 316, 315 area. Cook's still pretty bearish.
on what? On Tesla? Tesla was a
On
nice short.
Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla was a nice short. I wish I was still there in short. Microsoft is trading Microsoft. Let's see what Microsoft is up to. Microsoft is down 1%, rejecting the VWAP. Yeah. Am I missing something? There's nothing happening in the market? Like the price action is all garbage, like except this NVIDIA that we lost. SMCI is choppy, coin. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? What's the famous
I
quote?
think, yeah, a lot of people are waiting for NVIDIA to
Oh,
report.
NVIDIA has earnings. Is it tonight or tomorrow? That's why.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. Where is everybody? This is a famous um, famous quote in for the physicists that where is everybody in the universe? Where is the other form of human?
where are the other humans?
Yeah, it's called Fermi paradox. So it means that if the universe is so huge that the life that could just billions and billions, trillions of galaxy, then there must be another form of life. And why we can't observe them and why they cannot observe us. So it's a very question that because statistically they should be. When you're talking about the vast
I I
universe.
think it's just the distance between all these other galaxies and planets. It's
Yeah,
like
but you can do that. I mean, you've
it's
got
like
to observe
if you live.
somehow something.
Yeah,
You can travel the space travel
so
to wormholes, um, but these are all theories.
I'm back short in Tesla again. It's like I shouldn't be so early to jump out on this. This is getting into these. It's going to bounce here fairly soon.
Yeah,
It's actually
S4.
getting down to S4.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of that. Yeah.
Maybe
Um,
maybe some 320 calls.
you want to buy 320 calls?
Yeah, maybe once it drops through this 315, if it gets there, it's eating away at
What
those
do you,
orders now. Here we go. All right, I'm long 320 calls. Let's just see if we can get a bounce here. So they didn't really, they really didn't drop all those orders at 315, which makes me a little nervous.
he sold off, huh? Piece of garbage.
But what the
God, I
hell?
gotta.
What does Thor say? Trading is uncomfortable. Got to get used to it. There we go. That's the flush there.
So I don't know if I want to catch a reversal on it yet here on S4. Um, it's a little bit too early, like 20 minutes selling off. Still might be some selling happening in the market. So I
Yeah,
would
it is
personally
early
not.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would mind to hold on a little bit on that. Because I did take Tesla reversal yesterday, but it was a little bit later during the day that hit the S4, and I did post a recap on that. But right now is a little bit still in the wave of selling. I don't know if I want to stay catch this falling knife yet. Do you see
Yeah,
that?
it's
I mean, it's
definitely
still early. The volume is coming. Even though it's hitting the S4, I don't want to catch a reversal here on that. I haven't seen much of a sign of. You have bookmap. I was thinking about it. That why am I hesitating? I don't know if you see anything on the bookmap or not. But I am not convinced yet that the wave of
no,
selling is.
no, it's definitely still down. Just about to get stopped out here.
Yeah, Tesla's. Tesla is setting off.
Yeah, more orders are building at 310.
Slowly, Tesla might actually forming a double
Okay, I'm getting out on that pop up.
You were long Tesla?
Yeah, I tried going long, but it just wasn't. There's still some big orders there. They threw in some more large orders. Hmm,
Although, yeah, I was thinking of actually taking a reversal on it now. It seems like it was getting a little bit extended. Let's see, get a chance maybe. SMCI volume is picking up nicely. Now we find everybody. Everybody's here now. Volatility, I think, is now going up. mRNA. Vania, you're trading mRNA? Is a new vaccine coming in? Ooh. Oh, mRNA is 5%. Ah,
Okay,
you have to push
I'm
short
long
for it.
again, Tesla, in this bounce.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Uh, yeah, I think Tesla
Revenge
volatility
trade.
is in Tesla. Like, I missed the entry on it, but I'll look at potentially jumping back in there.
All right. I'm not going to stay in this trade very long. I'm actually getting out of some of it now.
PLTR. It's PLTR
Okay, I'm
trading.
all out of it.
Yeah, PLTR is
I
giving
don't
you
know
some.
if it's going to, I still feel like it's in a downtrend. Might get up to the 9 EMA, which is
Yeah, no, it looks.
around,
I think it can pop up. I think order flow is bullish.
there you
Yeah,
go.
there you go. It did now. You make a new 5-minute high.
Did you take it long?
No, I didn't. Unfortunately, I'm,
Mm.
I'm actually still looking for potential entry. Maybe if it tests the low again, I'll. But it looks like I made a new 5-minute high. It looks like it's now time for a quick pop. Salim, what did you do? Nice shorts on Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia also. Yeah, it looks like this was a quick bounce from the whole market. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we're getting a bounce here. We're up to the 9 EMA on the 2-minute chart on
I
SPY,
think
on
I might
Qs.
get a
This is
copy.
where we decide we're going to continue higher. Yeah, there's still some large orders on Tesla to the downside.
All right, so now that's what I was looking for. Tesla is testing the new lows. Fact. Um, LTR, yeah, this price, like this is the moment that I like to see if the Tesla is the leverage one is TSLL. Yes, let's get the TSLL, see going on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a long on TSLL 1554, small size. Let's see what I'm looking at the Tesla price action. Give it a little bit more room. A small size now. I have it. See if this is the
Okay, so
double
there was
bottom.
the rejection. There was the rejection on both the SPY and the Qs at the 9 EMA 2-minute chart, and these levels are magic. I didn't trade that, but
Yeah, so you think the
I love
Tesla is
these
going to go
moving
down? Oh,
averages.
okay. I'm going to stop that on this. This was a small trade, but I got to stop that on it. It looks like Tesla might have
Wow,
another leg on it.
another leg.
Yeah, this one
Yeah,
was a small. It's
there are
okay. I
some
think
big.
it's small.
There's some massive order. There was a massive order around 311, 310. If you want to check out Bookmap, you can see it right here. They really started to build these orders here. Now you've got all these 310 orders. I told you yesterday, Tesla sub 300.
You
Sticking
want
with
you
my
think
short.
Tesla wants 300? Oh, yeah, you're right. Tesla 309 is
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this big order here, right at 300.
sorry, 300? You can see it now?
Yep.
Isn't it a bit too early?
No, I said it's going there.
Oh, it's going there, yeah. I mean,
Peter sent an email out. Peter sent an email out in the week on the weekend. That's how I closed my email. Tesla sub 300. Said that yesterday too in the room. That's why I'm short. Oh,
yeah.
this is amazing.
I'm having serious FOMO going on. I have a friend, she's asking me constantly about what she should put her money in there. I told her, just VO, SPY. Just don't fucking touch anything. Just put it in there. And then she wasn't accepting it all the time. Just go with these XOXL leverage products and stuff. And then I saw her recently, and she said, "Oh yeah, I put it there, and it doesn't move. Everything goes down, and this one goes." And I said, "Yes, the things that you touch, they go down. Like SPY and VOO, they're safe. Just put it
Yeah,
in there." She was surprised that her portfolio doesn't go down 6% a day. Like she was surprised to see that. Like, of course, don't put it in these garbage things. Like, just put it in VOO. Like, don't get the
yeah.
FOMO. Yes, it
If
is
you're
possible that
if
your
you're not an
portfolio
active,
doesn't go down.
yeah, if you're not an active trader in and you know trading some strategies that you know work. I mean, if you just end up all you end up doing is just chasing things around. Wow, Qs and SPY just took another leg lower.
So that's what we want.
Oh,
We want things to go
now I'm
down.
regretting not trading off that 9 EMA chart, 9 EMA and moving average.
Yeah. So Tesla, I guess 309 could be a level that we can take a bounce from it.
um, I do both actually. I have some very long-term accounts that I just, that I just have money in. I don't play around with them. Um, swing trading is I have another account for swing trading, and I have another account for day trading. Yeah, so I have a fairly large amount of money in just some position trades that I've built up over many years of working my career.
How much money do you have, Brian? Seriously, if you press the market order
What's
right
that?
now and how much we get with no slippage? You can squeeze out
For
of me
what?
like 15 million, I think. Yeah. Like including all the accounts that you haven't reported to government, not constant.
I live a
Do you
I
think you
live a
can get 50
simple
mil?
I live a simple life. Try not to make it too
It's not the answer
complicated.
to my question. That's not the answer to my question. If you press the market order on Pesim tonight without any slippage, 50 million, can we get
Yeah,
that?
like all right. Tesla's going to bounce now here. We're going to get a bit of a bounce on the SPY and the Qs. Here comes
Changing the topic.
S4.
Brian,
Oh,
changing the
what?
topic to
Sorry,
trading. Okay.
you're
Bounce. Okay, no, let's
trying
get back to
to
the character.
I'm trying to get back into character.
Okay, okay. 1537. I'm gonna get some TSLL just because I want to change the topic. Um, I'm gonna get a long on
Wow.
TSLL, which is Tesla.
SPY.
Tesla, although has a level at 309, but
Wow,
Tesla
I
has
thought
level
that
at
was that kind of was a bottom on the SPY, but geez, SPY just went through S4. Baba's dropping. Nvidia's trying to hold this 126 level, which is S4.
I think Tesla 309 could be a good place to bounce because that's a daily level, but I just jumped in a little bit early right now. See, but it's okay. Actually, it's not a bad idea to be in there. It's popping up. So my average is 1538. NVDA bounced back from S4. PayPal. Yeah, PayPal sold off. Wow, PayPal sold off now 3% down. Huh? Was it the earning on PayPal today?
No, I don't think so. I think PayPal and Block, don't they have a lot of they have a lot of interest in Bitcoin? Maybe that's why they were down so much.
Investor Day. Yeah, thanks, Anton. Yeah, Investor Day.
Oh, was it Investor Day? Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
All right, so I'm long Tesla. I think I took it a little bit premature because the 309 is actually daily level on Tesla. So if you go back in there, like at least after the election, the pop started from there and then it pulled over. This is a moving average on a daily chart, but also is a level. But I'm in there, so let's uh, let's see. TSLL is the 2 times leverage of Tesla. Essentially, you can buy call options. They do it for you. It's a little bit easier to trade. And it has a really good volume and liquidity and order flow. But you have to look at the price action of Tesla. Even the levels on TSLL, leverage products, even the levels don't matter that much. Yeah, nice fill. So SPY is down. Qs are down. IWM is holding fairly. What happened with Bitcoin that dropped? Was there any specific news on Bitcoin? It was holding pretty well up
I
there.
think it was just. I think it was just a. I think it's just a risk off. I think people are just getting a little bit nervous. I mean, it's been hanging around this sort of 96, 97 level for a long time. And people maybe just getting, like I say, with these other trades, you sometimes when a stock or something hangs around at a key level too long, try and let's just say it's coming up from below and it's trying to get through a level. If it hangs around there too long, sometimes your longs will get like start to get nervous and then they'll start to selling and then other people see the selling and they get out. So might just be something like
Crescendo.
that.
The crescendo starts, huh? Okay, I'm adding a little bit more on TSLL,
Yeah,
1545. Let's see if
right.
Tesla can make actually the higher low. This is the moment that we can actually sell off too, but let's see, 1010. Like
I
it's
just did a quick bounce trade on SPY. That's not a trade I would have recommended anyone do. Yeah, Tesla's coming up to the 9 EMA on the 2-minute chart right now. If you see some, if you can break through here, we might get a 920 trade going. You seem to be
so
kind of
TSLL.
trying to find a bottom here. Q's just literally popped up to the 9 EMA and rejected it again. I swear these algos trade this 9 EMA on the 2-minute chart.
920 short. Potentially, yeah. Potentially, you can actually do the 920 short. Tesla is far from 920 right now, even for a short. Like it's been steadying and selling off. Hood. I wonder what the hood is. Hood is very interesting. Robinhood, the 10%. Robinhood is amazing. Robinhood is, I think, is the gauge of degenerative behavior of the society. I think like that's a very good gauge on that. Like, yeah,
Zoom was a good rising devil trade. I don't know why I didn't watch that one.
because the Robinhood um, earnings are really directly impacted by trading activity of unsophisticated investors and unsophisticated traders. And when it goes up, usually it's the time that all the TikTok investors and everything is coming. And when it goes down, it lowers the activity of it means that it's the lower activity of the people. Like I think
Wow.
everybody in the community, BBT, we are sophisticated traders. We understand some basics, we read books, we have some tools and stuff. A lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't. I'm surprised at how people are into the financial market. Why they do not have any business to be in the financial market.
Yeah, it is. It is still a very expensive market on a PE ratio, certainly. Yeah, Hood. I think Hood was also. I mean, weren't they? They were in crypto trading, and weren't they supposed to be? I think they were supposed to be getting a lot of benefit from that.
I think
AMD
Robinhood
selling off.
tried to also go into the wealth management and a little bit of things and stuff. I think they've
Yeah,
done a
yeah,
really good job
yeah.
to go to that area. Yeah.
Hood's down at S4 now. Look at that. SPY took another leg lower.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that I
Huge.
should get out of my TSLL too, because I think that there is still, yeah, I think there's something
There's
still
still a
needed. There
big
might be
order.
another
Yeah, still a big order
Yeah,
there, but Tesla's
I'm
kind of
getting out
hanging
of
in
my
there.
TSLL position, guys. I think there might be another leg down. I think the leg between is 1050. Yeah, I think it might be looks like the SPY is rolling over, Qs are rolling over, IWM is rolling over. So there might be another test of those. Nvidia is definitely.
I wonder how Avi's doing. This is a good market for Avi trades.
Avi, yeah,
Nice
he's
trends,
trends, yeah.
nice
But
trends.
imagine Avi had probably had some put options on Tesla, making crazy money.
Hmm.
Gary, your longest SPY, huh? Tesla is trying to go 309. Yeah, 309 would have been probably even a better area. So again, 309, there you go, boom, 310, sold off. And now you're short the SPY.
Beautiful. Tesla rejected again right at the 9 EMA on the 2-minute chart. Yeah. We'll know the selling is over when we can get through the 9 EMA.
To see if we should, where should we put a reversal on Tesla? No other level, huh? So 309 level, this is the daily level that we had. It's not a super important daily level, but did break down on it. So I'm mostly a breakout. So Hamuj, the question is, I'm mostly a breakout trader. Reversal is the other thing that I'm trying to trade, but obviously I'm much better at a breakout. Usually traders should have, one strategy for a trend trading, one strategy for a counter trend trading. Um, and obviously you trade one of the more. I'm also a more long trader than short trader. Like um, my brain can analyze the short squeezes better, so you can actually get long on that. Even though the price can be completely, if you flip the chart, it would be the same. But how your brain process that puzzle into cognitive ability, it's yeah. I'm glad I got out of TSLL. Tell me that nobody's long Tesla right now.
Look at this thing. Keep, I'm telling you, 300's coming.
300, yeah. Honestly, I was thinking of pre-election 273, well, which is not that crazy. It's a 200 moving average. I mean, testing 200 moving average once in a while, like once a year, is not a crazy thing for technical analysis. I don't know. I don't know where to take Tesla reversal. It looks like market still has. I knew that. I felt that at around 10 o'clock that the market still has leg down on it. Um, but again, it was a little bit too
Nice
late for me
trade,
to
North
show.
Trader.
Did you know that Jesse Livermore shot himself? Did you know that? Jesse
Who
Livermore, the
did?
famous technical analysis person, Jesse Livermore is a very famous technical analysis person back in, I think, back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. He has a,
Okay.
yeah, he's very famous. There's a lot of quotes of trading and technical analysis from him, and he was very rich. Like I think
Hmm.
back in 1940s, one year he paid like $800,000 just in one year taxes. That's a lot. So like, and then he shot
Wow.
himself. And then I was reading about it. So fuck, really? That's gonna happen to us as a trader?
Hopefully not.
Yeah,
Oh, there isn't a whole lot
in
of green on the
a
screen.
hotel,
Wow.
like
Oh my
so.
God. The humanity. Oh my God.
Jesse Livermore. It's interesting. Read
The
about it.
Q's
He's one of
inspire.
the
Q's inspire getting destroyed. I shouldn't say that. The Q's are down 1.7%. SPY's down 1%. Yeah, the Dow is just fractionally lower. IWM's sort of hanging in there. It's doing better than the
I know.
SPY
I
and
was
the
wondering.
Qs.
I'm long TNA, unfortunately. So I'm holding this back, holding this TNA. Let's see what the humanity takes us. SPY 591. SPY. What's the daily chart look like on SPY?
Wow, we're really getting extended. Um, I would expect you'd expect to see a bounce here soon.
Daily SPY has a level. If you look at the SPY, 590. So back into February 3rd. This is a very important level. So I would actually buy some SPXL if he hits that 590.49, which is very close. But it's funny because just earlier this month, SPY was trading at that price. Nobody said humanity.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
God, the humanity.
TLT's bonds are rates are lower. I'm pretty negative today, but I still have hope that I can catch one reversal that I can actually save myself from this chaos. It either would be through TQQQ, because now the market is slowly trying to bounce. TNA, buy a little bit TNA here. How do you think, Brian? It's too early. Buy a little bit of TNA here. 37.23.
Yeah, and long SPY.
Your longest buy, huh?
Yeah.
See what the TSLL doing. I'm gonna get some long TSLL at 1506. TNA is a leverage product that tracks one of the indexes, IWM. It's a 3 times leverage. It's good for
And
trading, short-term trading,
I've,
definitely not for long-term trading.
I've I
Long to
sold
hold.
some on that pop. See where we go here. I'll just stop out of the rest if we get back down to my break even.
What's NVIDIA doing? NVIDIA is also selling.
I have
Down
to.
NVIDIA is. It's
Here
now
we go. I'm gonna
4%.
am I gonna get
Oh,
stopped out here on the rest? Damn. Yep. Stopped out on the rest. Flat. So we got a nice little pop on half of that trade. We might find a bottom here.
what are you trading, Brian? May I ask?
As the SPX options.
Oh, you're catching a bounce on the SPY, huh?
Yes. But I got stopped out of the rest of them. You gotta be careful with these because you can rack up a big loss in a hurry.
Yeah, I want to see what
They're
Tesla
really,
is
really
or
volatile. So you got to
Yeah,
keep
Tesla
your,
looks like
got to keep your size. Yeah. See, look at, we're going to head lower now. There is
yeah.
just
I'm gonna get out of
the
TSLL,
buyers are
guys.
just shutting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of TSLL, guys. Like, I think market has another leg down.
Tesla
Really?
might be holding here. It's kind of, it's trying.
Yeah, it's now trying to make a 5-minute
The only thing
high.
is, the only thing is, there's no interested buyer or sellers up at these higher levels. The book is really bearish. There's still interested buyers at 300 and 305. Again, the
Yeah,
cues look like they look like their SPY looks like it's gonna hold here.
I don't know. I mean, should I get back in TSLL now? You're saying
I don't know.
kind of SPY definitely reaches to a level that looks like it's finding a support. Again, very important to look at the price action of Tesla and then TSLL. We can trade the TSLL based on that. Tesla is down 7%. VDA definitely has the room on it to bounce back. I'm taking a reversal on
And it is
NVDL at
bouncing a bit.
5060.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, I'll take a trade on NVDL. Let's see if NVIDIA can go and test the S4 at 53. Tesla looks like it wants to go down lower.
Yeah, see, the order book is still very bearish on Tesla.
Tesla 300 today. I think we're gonna get to. I mean, if the market stays a little bit weak, I think 300 is very possible today. Like Tesla is just.
Yeah. Honestly,
Jared,
I've said this before. I just don't see any reason to be long Tesla now, unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat, something new, because the EV market for them is just you're just losing market share. Cars are eating their lunch.
you're raising a question for John, because John is a believer in
Yeah,
Tesla. I don't know how Elon Musk has so much time. Like that's the thing. He plays all the video games, tweets all the time. He runs 7 companies. Like how do you do that? Like half functional doing one of them. And he does drugs too. He's publicly says he's on ketamine, like. Yeah, Nick, it was very interesting. Economists actually analyzed his tweets activity. It was really like it's like an Apple Watch health app. It was really very nice. I saw a chart. It was amazing that depending on which time zone he is, his tweet activity, and you could actually easily monitor his sleep patterns plus the time that he was in the bathroom. It was so amazing. I saw the chart. You can probably find it out. So oh, it's 3 a.m. He's in the bathroom, and because they monitored all of his activities, it was really funny to see that. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I know. I saw one video that President Trump has someone that types for him in the tweets. I saw during the election results. I don't know if he's always someone tweet for him or that specific things, but I don't know. I don't think Elon Musk would be giving his phone to anybody. It doesn't seem to me, especially at 3 a.m. in the morning, unless his girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, cause it doesn't Trump send tweets out at like 3 and 4 in the morning?
All right, so I'm gonna get some
Yeah.
TSLL back at TSLL at 1498. I'm gonna get back in TSLL at 1498. Let's see. It looks like market is founding its bottom. TSLL
See if the
Tesla is
market's
making
fine.
5 minute high as well. So this is the third time is the charm. It's die or it's now or never.
Yeah, SPY is
First of all,
just
Northstar is asking question. What's the advice for new traders? We're kind of 2000 stage. People are freaking out. We are not 2008. Like we're far, far, far from any crisis. Like this is
yeah,
not a crisis market. Like it is these pullbacks are part of the financial market. I don't think there's any systematic risk into the market. In 2008, the financial market, the banks really systematically broken because of all of these leverage contracts that they had. But I don't think the market right now. I mean, I haven't seen any report that there's
no,
a big systematic risk into the financial market. There is, of course, trade war uncertainty and everything, but um, these are just normal pullbacks. And I think that my advice for any traders are just go through the simulator and go through the education and be patient with it. The problem with these kind of like a Tesla down 7% attracts a lot of people into the market, a lot of Robinhood traders coming in, but it's just not a time to immediately start trading. You got to be prepared. So when actually you know how to trade, because this volatility comes back always. Like we've seen it, year over year that you don't get the fear of missing out. Be ready for it. A lot of people, younger people, especially in high school and stuff, they email me and say, I want to learn, I want to trade, but I don't have any money. I say, okay, learn how to trade because the mechanics and the basics are going to stay the same. And by the time that you're 25, 26, you have enough capital, you can start trading or you go through to prop trading and everything. So just learn the skill first. Try to be a mechanic and then
yeah, it's good advice. Learn learn the trade. It's just sort of like going to school. If you're learning a trade or you're learning to be an engineer or something, you don't start making money right away. You spend your time learning first.
7%. Bitcoin is 86,000. Bonds are up. Yeah, the fact that bonds were really gapping up in the pre-market. I mean, Nate, the opening range breakouts are my go-to strategy. But today, for example, I didn't take any opening range breakouts, and now I'm trying to catch this reversals, and I'm not having a lot of success on it. I'm in TSLL. So I would say for me is opening range breakout and the double bottom or 920 reversals are the ones that I take. And you see it live. You can just go to watch this YouTube for the last 10 years. It's been working pretty well for me. You don't need a lot of sophisticated uh, uh, strategies. What you need is a simple strategy and then a sophisticated execution, which comes only with practice. Samil, am I red? Oh yeah, I'm very red. Like I'm very negative. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, I mean, most of my trades were lost today, so 7:35, 10:35. The world's slowly waking up,
Yeah,
and they
cues are
see.
starting to move now. SPY's starting to move.
Yeah, hopefully they bring the Tesla and everything with them.
Let's see if
I'm
we
also long
get
NVDL,
through the 90
guys.
EMA.
Yeah, I'm also long NVDL at I mentioned that. So let's see, NVIDIA is moving back up. It's now in the moving average. It's nice. So I'm long NVDA and NVDL. So let's see if we can get this bounce from both of them.
See if let's see what the SPY and the Qs do now. We're right at the 9 EMA again. See if we can get above there.
All right, so we're getting there. TSLR is going up. And NVDL 53.33. I'm gonna partial some NVDL here, guys, at 53.23. So I can actually share my screen to see where I'm at here right now. 53.33. Yeah, nice. Spies bouncing back right down to the penny, the level that I put. Go to the daily chart of a SPY and see on February 2nd, the bottom of that, down to the penny, tested that, then bounces back. So perfect. NVDL is going up. Let's see if NVDL goes back to the.
The VWAP would be nice on NVIDIA. Looks like around
That's possible.
127.50.
Yeah, it's possible. Looking at the chart of NVIDIA, it's possible. Tesla seems is struggling still, so I might get out of my Tesla, huh? At
Tesla,
the moment, I'm
the
going
sellers
to.
are still. Yeah, look at that Tesla. The sellers are still there.
Yeah,
They
I'm gonna.
want
Sorry, I'm gonna
300.
get out of my TSLR. Shit, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna get out, stopped out on my TSLR, guys, at 1460. Oh, but yeah, Tesla wants 300 today. Yeah, Tesla wants 300 today. VDL, I'm long in VDL. I'm selling more on NVDL. Oh, beautiful NVDL. Yes. Thanks for reminding me. I didn't watch TSLL at all. It just dropped really bad. Very beautiful move. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Michael, I mentioned that it's not that I prefer long. My brain recognizes the patterns on the long side easier. Again, this your, you know, it's like a chess, or you're solving a puzzle every morning. So my brain processes the long trades better, and I think it's a good thing. Like, I like to be more long trader because um, I don't know, short selling is also a little bit less opportunity on short selling. Not always short available, and then there are sometimes short selling restriction. I like to be more like a long trade, and the natural force of the market is always being to the upside. So the bull markets are decades, bear markets are months, very short period. So I like to be a long trader generally. Yeah, I mean, the strategies are essentially, if you flip the chart, it should work. Like, at least based on my mechanics and chart patterns, uh, it's order flow. It's, either short squeeze or long squeeze. It should work. Some strategies, maybe it's based on like Jared. I know it's doing, engineering the market and the mechanics of behind the buyers and sellers and stuff. Maybe that scenario might be different for long and short. But for me, if you flip the chart, it should work. But the question is how your brain processes that. Again, the trading is the cognitive ability of your pattern recognition. So for me, it seems to me, and not a lot, but like around 60-70% of my trades, like about 70% of my trades are long trades. I was going through with my accountant actually yesterday because my tax year is coming, so we'll send him all of his trades and stuff, and we were looking at it. Oh,
There we go. Nice, nice. I'm short Tesla again. Couldn't help
yeah,
it.
like Tesla 300. Tesla wants 300 today.
Oh man, I've been watching Tesla. Look at that 920 trade on the SPY and the Qs. Look, we got right up to the 20 EMA on the 2-minute chart and rejected. That's my 920 trade. Yeah, Tesla. Yeah. Jason, you can just see Bookmap's just telling you it's going there.
Markets has more blood in there, huh? Blood in their hands.
Okay, well, let's see what the SPY and the Qs do here because we got a bit of a bounce off the top side of the 9 on the SPY anyway. Qs look like they're ready to head lower, but
Avianci, what did you do, Avianci? Short, of course you shorted Tesla, yes. Very nice. Yeah, Tesla. See, Avi did a very nice short on Tesla through puts. Avi's, in my opinion, one of the best options day traders that we have in the world, in my opinion. I don't know all of them, but the ones that I know, I think Avi is one of the best. They've very developed a very nice system. Very nice, beautiful Avi. So yeah, if I didn't know Avi so close personally, I would have said this guy is not real. But it's just the way that he teach and trades, and so he just is natural trader. Li, take a look. So Li is the Chinese electric car, huh? Wow, what a bounce. So right now, the problem with these Chinese companies or the foreign companies are, do you see that a lot of these gaps in the daily chart. All of them are like that. Look at the Toyota Motor TM. So they're all this trend because of the currency market changing. So these gaps up and down are very common on them. Like I think Toyota Motor is also TM. Is that yeah? So you see all these gaps. So they're a little difficult to trade, and generally they're not really good for day trading unless there is some mania. Like I remember that back in 2021 when the President Biden got elected, the whole EV mania just started. Everything was there. Li,
Yeah.
XPeng, Tesla, everything was going up. So you can trade on them because there's a lot of capital going in and out on them. But generally, they're not really. Even the days like these. So as you see, the order flow, there is really nothing in there. Like there is no time and sells, and I compare it with Tesla. But having said that, doesn't mean that it's not tradable, but I'm just staying away from it. It's just because you want the volatility and liquidity at the same time. And you want to be around other traders. You don't want to be alone trading with an algo. This is just algo trading. You don't want to trade with an algo. You want to trade with the, other traders, other capital, other funds, other, Tesla. Do you think Tesla is going to hit the 300? I think it does today. It's fighting back
I'm
to
not
not.
sure. It depends what the market's going to do. It looks like the market's tried to find a bottom here. A bit of a V reversal, which is a little bit more difficult to trade. You like to see a sell and then pop and then a retest of that area where we bounced from. So right now, we're just basically bounced off that level that you talked about, which is S6 on the charts on SPY, sort of 590.70.
Interesting. Brian, we have time. How much are you worth? Let's get back into that important
I'm sorry, what?
questions. How
What's
much do you
that?
worth right now? How much do you have? How much are you worth?
How much?
We have time
How much do I have?
now. If you press the
I
market
have.
order, seriously, I'm not gonna tell your kids.
I'm extremely wealthy. I have lots of good friends and family. That's how I measure wealth.
Then where is the Lamborghini? Why don't you drive it? Like Lamborghini is not for you. You Bentley for you.
I don't know. I used to. I ever since I was really young, I always wanted a Ferrari. But now that I can probably afford one, I don't see a reason to.
Anybody wants do it, and the grandchildren take it from you. Good, do it. Do it.
See, you don't
Everybody
have
wants.
kids, so you haven't got like you don't have kids, so you don't have like a large sucking sound on your bank account.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Um, uh,
Nvidia's
I do still pay the
interesting.
spousal
It's sort of,
support though. So I do
I
pay
think
the spousal support.
Nvidia's in no man's land basically right now. I mean, it's the moving averages have all come together. We're still below the VWAP, and it's kind of getting choppy. So it'll break out of this range, but I'm not really sure which direction it's going to break. By the looks of it, it looks like it's going to sell. So we may come back on the SPY and the Qs. We may get our retest on that low, or at the very least a higher low.
Things that the people sharing in the chat room. Oh shit, Tesla. Okay, TSLL guys. I'm gonna go back in there. I knew Tesla is not gonna give us. I'm gonna go back long on Tesla,
Oh,
TSLL.
got the 301.41. That was low of day. What have we got today for economic events? We had the home chiller, the case home chiller price year over year. It's up 4.5%.
So I'm long, guys, Tesla through TSLL. Let's see. That was a quickest squeeze on Tesla. I'm also long NVDL still. I'm actually, now that looking at NVDL, I might actually potentially hold it overnight. It's slowly bouncing back. All right, so TSLL is going up. My average is 1483. So let's see, popping up 1491. Let's see if we can get to 15. Come on, Tesla, bounce back. You're oversold. The Tesla is right now in the moving average on 5 minute and 1 minute. Yeah, Tesla might actually bounce from here. So let me see. I hold it, but I expect the Tesla to test the lows a little bit more. SPY and Qs are bouncing. Yeah, amazing. Thanks for the likes, guys. 368 likes. One thing when I was away, I came at there was 700 likes when Thor was on the YouTube. What did he do that you gave him 700 likes? Did he take off his shirt?
I think we made some
700.
promises that we couldn't keep.
What was it?
I was offering your Lamborghini up for 1 week.
You were giving out my Lamborghini for 1
Like,
week?
yeah.
Well, the people
It's only a
who
week.
come to Vancouver,
Yeah,
the VIP people, they're invited to my apartment, and then we can go drive for a Lamborghini if they want. So for the people who are actually coming to Vancouver, the VIP tickets, we have one left. If anyone wants to sign up, it's actually for Lindsay. Lindsay, she can't make it. Um, um, but yeah, Lamborghini. But yeah, 400 likes. Yeah. If Brian takes
yeah,
off
here we
his
go.
shirt, how many likes? If you get to 1,000 likes, do you think, Brian, would you take your shirt for 1 second? Essentially, starting the OnlyFans page. 1,000 likes,
Yeah, but
shirtless. Like,
you can't unsee that though.
uh,
We had Russ saying he's going to take his like back if
all right, TSLL guys. So let's see how many likes we get. Let's see how many people want to see you naked. So 427 for now. But beside that, I'm long TSLL and
now it's
NVDA, guys.
435.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, there we go. TSLL is going up very nicely. Let's see if we can get that. If Tesla can break this moving averages on 1 minute chart, maybe through 310 on Tesla would be nice. Market seems that it's recovering. 445 likes. Yeah, I would take my
I get the
shirt off
500.
for 1,000 likes. Yeah, I don't mind. Like, I'm at the stage of my life that I'm so secure about my position. I was so insecure like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, even about my brand. Like, I wanted to prove to everybody every day my PNL. Like, I'm now so secure. Yeah, I'll take off my shirt for 1,000 likes.
Sure. We'll both take off our shirts for 1,000 likes.
For 1,000 likes, yeah. It's better than asking for money. It would be prostitution, but it's marketing. Uh, come on, Tesla. So let me turn on the lights on for taking off my shirt.
Get a nice. Right.
Is at the moving averages, struggling. TNA is coming up.
Here we go. Here we're getting close to VWAP on the SPY. Tesla just did a
NVDL, I
nine.
still have it.
Tesla just did a 920.
Yeah. I am getting out some of my NVDL now here at 5377. Shit, 755, guys. Come on. Yeah, Brian, you and I, topless, wasn't really, didn't
How are we
have a
going to
lot of
do
fun.
for the last? Yeah, are we going to do that for the last 2 minutes?
No, I mean, we didn't get enough likes, so it means that people are not really attracted to see.
Are you giving away computer tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yes. Yes, tomorrow.
All
We
right.
can give
Well,
away
that's probably
Vancouver
better
and
than topless topless traders. PT. There you go.
topless. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
could
so
change our
Tesla is
name.
bouncing back. I still have TSLL. I think I'm gonna hold it and see. Actually, might actually not a bad idea to add a little bit of TSLL here, 1474. Add here might be a good stop loss would be below 1445. But I think the market is kind of done with selling off.
Careful with this bounce, guys. This trend is still bullish or bearish, I should say.
Today I'm gonna go do some shooting for the TEDx promotion. So I have I hired the executive director, creative director. So we're gonna do some shooting as a promotion. I wanna do some cool things. So Brian, you want to come to the office? If you want to come, maybe we can be in the video. Actually, it would be really cool if you have time to do that. Faris is my really good friend.
Yeah.
He's the curator of the whole event. All the artists and everything is bringing in. And we're gonna do some marketing with you. If you have time, just come today at 9:30. We spend the whole day together.
Yeah,
It would be
yeah.
really fun. Yeah, it would be really, really fun.
We can do that.
Yeah, bring 2 set of clothes with you because we might actually change the location and then maybe another sweatshirt or something. So like
Okay. No no Burning Man gear.
We'll bring some. Let's see. I mean, we can shoot anything. We actually go to the studio. I want to take some stuff, some headshots and stuff too as well. So if you want to bring some cool stuff, yeah, come. We'll take some shots together. But 9:30 be at my apartment. 9:30. Very
9:30. Okay.
yeah, awesome. Yeah, it will be a fun
All
day.
right, guys.
It will be a very, very fun day. Yeah. Anyone else
So you
coming?
said, okay, all right.
Right. So yeah,
Okay,
so
guys, I
9:30
am
here.
going
We'll get that.
to
So I'm gonna go. I'm still long TSLL, but I probably have to get out of it. Avi, are you here? How's your $8,000 day, Avi? No, Brandon, I have a normal
Wow.
trading day, a normal keyboard.
Well, the cues, like I said, be careful about this pop. And this came up to the VWAP on the SPY, and now we're selling off again. All right, guy, I'm going to grab some breakfast, and I'll see you a little later, Monsieur
Yeah,
Andrew.
here, yeah.
Everybody
Guys, I
on
gotta
YouTube, thanks for joining us today. We spared you topless tradings today, but no guarantees. You might see it tomorrow.
go. We didn't get much. We didn't even get 500 likes. Okay, all right.
Get close, though. Get close.
We're close.
All right. Maybe,
All
maybe
right.
tomorrow when we give the computer away.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
All right. Goodbye. Cheers, man. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of TSL, guys. This NVDL is also. Yeah, so guys, it's 11. I'm closing my day red again, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon because I gotta go to the office for shooting and everything. So I'll see you guys soon. YouTube, I know Abby and Paris are coming.
All right, guys. Good morning, Paris. Let me go ahead and disconnect from the chat room. We'll continue over on YouTube with Paris and Avi in just a second, and Thor will be here in the chat. All right, Paris, I see you, but I don't think I can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, I got you now. Yep, I got you.
Awesome. Hello, everyone from YouTube. How is everyone doing? Hey, Gaurav, SET. Man, what a sell-off on Tesla. That is insane. So let me share my screen. So let's Okay, Avi is here as well.
Hello, hello. How you doing?
Hey, Avi, how are you?
All right, man. All right. Fun kind of day. Sorry, let me just get situated here. Get everything working.
Tesla is on a sell-off. I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay, there we go. My screen's up and running as well. So let's see, what else do we need?
Tesla to 300, guys. Tesla to 300.
Cool. So, Paris, how you doing today? Shorting in Tesla, is it?
Not really. I did not touch Tesla until recently, and I got stopped out once. I'm not gonna touch it. I was trying to go long at 305, but that did not work out. But I traded Apple and I traded Hood at the open.
All right.
So Hood, I was long biased on Hood, and I went long at 47.60, scaled out to 48.80, but I was looking for 49 and 50 eventually. I even added more, but I got stopped out break even. So that was, and I didn't touch it after that. It just
Hmm.
completely
Yeah. Went the
pulled
other way, huh?
off.
Wow.
And then I shorted Apple, and Apple turned out to be a couple of times it messed up with me. I was trying to short this. I had levels at 248, 246.50, and 245. And I was willing to short. If it comes below 248, I would love to short the 248. And I tried a couple of times at here. If it is consolidating, it rejected. The momentum never came in. I got stopped out once, and then I shorted one more time uh, just below 248. Cut my size because I was waiting for it to close above VWAP or if it closed above the 248. But as soon as it closed below 248, I was like, I added more and then I scaled out to 245. So that's two trades on Apple. And yeah, and I then finally on Tesla, I went long at here. Did not touch the entire thing. Then I went long at 305, thinking it's a higher low. And it did showcase that it was holding 305, but when it dropped, it just dropped in a straight down. So glad I'm out of it now. But I went try to go long at 305 for a bounce to the VWAP, but did not work out. So that was one trade on the long side on Tesla. But yeah, so overall, small green day for me and nothing crazy. I
All
think
right.
you got a really nice shot on Tesla, right?
Yeah, well, I shorted Tesla, I shorted Amazon, Google, Meta, and the SPY. Just shorted everything today.
Wow,
A bit
wow.
active. Um, Pretty much everything worked except Meta. Got stopped on that one, but other than that, yeah, man, that was. I gotta say though, today has been tricky. The action has not been easy to read, at least the way I read it.
Yeah,
And but taking these shorts, well, they paid off. So let's see. The good one was Tesla. So looking at the charts I've got here, guys, you can see these levels going into the 1 minute. I shorted Tesla. Where was it? I think it was right about here, about 5 minutes after the open, and added a bit more and got into the target around, was it 316 or so, and added a bit more for a move further down. And I only caught maybe half of the day's move. And well, with these put contracts, that's plenty. So this is what the contracts look like. Getting in, scaling out, getting more out, and not really catching a major move, but I didn't know it was going to sell off all day. So, anyways, got the trade I planned for. I had an idea for an entry and a target and risk management, all that, and that worked nicely. So that was that. That was one of them. The SPY was another one. If you look at the levels I've got here, it reacted quite nicely as it broke about 595.50 and retested in that area. That's where I got in. For the move down, caught about $2 on this with the SPX contract. So there you go. Again, didn't catch a major move, but with SPX contracts, they're incredibly volatile. Just a small size, and it puts you into the five figures very quickly. So
nice.
that was like two of them, and then Amazon was another good one where I saw it break down from basically the opening range, but I have a level there about 210.50. Break down, retest, take the short, and you're in that short. Got that one as well. And then was it Google? Google was very similar to Amazon. Got the breakdown, and it was a partial trade. It went back up, and I took the break even stop. But yeah, that was it. Everything kind of worked. Meta was the one that was difficult. I tried to short it at the open. My goodness, there's such fantastic moves everywhere, and then I'm playing here with Meta, and it's a disaster. So, anyways, yeah, I took one or two stops real quick early in the day on that, and then didn't touch it after. But yeah, it's I found it difficult. I really did. Once you get into the positions, it was still difficult to manage because they're moving fast and they're going back against you fast. So I de-risked a lot. Like just went smaller. As soon as I got into a position, I realized it was It's just too squirrely, so I just de-risk smaller size as in downsize the positions and still end up nicely in the 5 figures. So happy with that so far. But again, guys, today was a day of risk management, at least for me. It was kind of scary. Anyways, here we are. All works in the end.
Guys, I'm long Tesla. I'm long Tesla at 303.
There you
I'm
go.
thinking for it to bounce to 305 and higher. Let's see if it lifts the 304 area. 304 is finding a little bit of resistance. So nice bounce to 304.
There you go. Nice. So it's working. Nice.
So I'm waiting to see if it holds 304. It's gonna find a lot of resistance there. It's gonna find a lot of sellers there. But the net buyers were trying to buy.
Couple
I'm adding a
questions.
little more, guys. I'm adding a little more on Tesla.
I love it. You're taking reversals now. That's great.
It's just a little extended, so I'm just thinking to capture the move on the upside.
Nice. Kyle Taylor, yeah. So with the 8 a.m. candle, I just measured the distance and put lines further up and down on my chart at the same distance. That's all there is to it. I used the Fibonacci tool to help me out, but that's because I just reconfigured the tool to make it a measured move tool rather than a Fibonacci tool. So basically, I'm abusing Mr. Fibonacci, so that's why everyone's getting all mixed up. But really, it's just measured moves. It's not complicated. I hope that answers your question there.
So let's see if it holds the 304. There is definitely a lot of selling pressure, but everything seems to be absorbing. So let's see how it works. Yeah.
Nice. That's low. Do you have a level or something there, Paris, that you're using to short? Oh, sorry, to reverse that position. 300, is it?
Not really. The 300 was a bounce, and I saw buyers kept stepping up. And this is basically a tape play to look for up to 305 and higher. The buyers are just trying to be aggressive at these areas.
Gotcha. Well, I've got a level there. Well, 301.50, so yeah, makes sense.
Now the sellers are taking over. Still absorbing. It's still absorbing.
Question here from Eric. It seems like we have been in a bear market for 2 weeks. Do you see more than $20 range in Tesla? It's rare. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't tell you for a bear market, bull market. I stopped wasting my time trying to identify that. Just watch the price action, you know. If your setup is there and it's going towards your target, hold on to it. If it's not going towards your target, okay, get rid of it. Basically, it just feels like more of a bear market recently. Everything seems like it's going down and very aggressively. So, yeah, even though the market's behaving certain ways, you still got to stick to your rules. At least that's what I'm doing. I'm not changing the way I'm trading just because generally things are going down. So that's how you, don't take on too much risk when the market changes.
I think it's gonna pop, guys. It's the buyers keep buying at these areas, so very good chance it pops. The sellers keep coming up on the tape, but everything seems to be bought back up on the tape. Okay, boom. Let's see. Go to 305. I would love to see a 305. Now again, the seller stepped in.
There we go. There you go, Trucker Gaming, Avinachi tool. You guys are all over this. Um, yeah, guys, SMCI, you're talking about it. It's definitely got some activity, right? We all know why. It's fun.
I'm getting out at break even, guys. I don't like it. I don't know. They keep coming up. Yeah, now it's gonna pop. Now it's popping. The sellers were taking over.
Mhm.
Yeah, the sellers took over again.
You guys here on YouTube, you're looking at TSLO. Yeah, that's the leverage product of Tesla. That's one way to do it.
I might take one more long if the buyers step up again. I think I see that the sellers are there, but the buyers keep buying at lower prices. We'll see. Currently, I'm out, so
You know, Paris, I think it's an interesting area. Going long around here, I think the area is good.
yeah,
301.50 is where I've got it as a bit of a bottom. So, yeah, it's there.
yeah. The sellers were trying to take over very quickly, and I don't know if they have a continuation on that downside. And it's it's a part of risk management, guys. You have when you see something in front of you, you have to get out. Um, Sometimes it helps you. You don't have to wait for your stop losses. I saw a seller, my stop loss was below 303, but when I saw an aggressive seller, I had to get out at break even. Like it saves me from my stop. But sometimes if if you get out and immediately a new buyer steps in, and if this would have gone to 305, I would have blamed myself. But end of the day, when I would have gone back and reviewed my trade, I was like, okay, I did the right thing. At that point of time when I was watching that the sellers were taking over. And that's the right thing to do. But
Question here from
yeah,
Division V here in YouTube. You're looking at Apple, you're looking at a 5-minute hammer candle break. You know, Division V, the way I do it, I don't see that this is truly a worthwhile long here. You're talking about a hammer and on a 5-minute and the new high. The context isn't quite there. I would be very, very careful. It looks more like chop than anything else. Just because it's a hammer doesn't mean you just go long blindly, right? It's got to have context. Right now, it's just put in the hammer in the middle of a whole lot of chop. Every candle is overlapping the previous one. So it may well go up from here, but it's risky. So I wouldn't look at this as an opportunity on Apple at the moment. Let it settle down a bit.
yeah, PLTR also was not a great. I think Tesla was the trade of the day. People who shorted Tesla, guys, that's what you wanna. Even Nvidia did not have much move on the either sides.
Mhm.
What is SMCI doing? SMCI did anything? No. How are you reading the quantity of cells in such a fast? And Nathan, it's just the first of all, you want to understand the concept of what to look for. If you do not understand the concept on the tape, like time and sales, you won't be able to look for those indications of buying and selling imbalance. If you are able to understand the concept first, and then you're looking at the tape, then you'll be pinpointing on what do I look for if I'm long biased or short biased, and what are the no's, what are the red flags, and what are the green flags. Like if I see the bids stepping up, bids holding, then the offers incrementing, those are green flags on a buy scenario. And on the other side, if I see if I don't see that, then those are red flags. So I won't even touch the trade. And first of all, you want to understand the concepts. And the second thing is you want to record your screen and apply those concepts in a very slow speed. It is very fast, I agree. But when you get habituated to watching the screen, like for example, months and years of practice of watching the tape at 0.5x, then 1x, then 1.5x, and then 2x, then you will, start, even the regular speed right now on, like, for example, time and Tesla, it feels slow to me. Oh, now it's stepping up. Oh, give me 1 second. So let me see if I can get an entry here. Give me a pullback and I'll take an entry. I knew the buyers are gonna step in around this area. So give me a pullback.
Another question here from Samuel. You want to know, do we target a monthly average ROI or some sort of target at the end? Samuel, I don't do that anymore. I'm just looking to manage my risk, really. When I show up every day, it's just manage my risk. So when I do take stops, they're not going to be too heavy that I can't recover. And then ideally, I get 1 or 2 winners in the day. And that usually is 3R, 5R, whatever it is. It's, far outweighs the losers. And end of the quarter, I look at the results, and generally it's been profitable for a few years now. So that's it. That's the way I do it. I don't target anything, because when I did do that, it was a hindrance to me, at least. I feel like I would trade the P&L for a little while. Like it got to my target, so I take off the trade, but then you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So that was, a bit of a problem. Again, but it depends on your personality. For some people, having a target like that is very helpful. It stops them from over trading or even just making bad decisions, basically. But for me, the way my personality is, if I see a setup, I must take it, unless I'm not in the right frame of mind to take it. I'm done for the day in that sense, as in I'm exhausted or something. Other than that, yeah, just take the opportunities as they come. Some days you get 5 opportunities, some days you get 1, whatever it is. So I do it that way. But again, you got to identify that for yourself. What helps you make better decisions? For me, it's just, I guess I'm opportunistic. Just wait for the opportunities. If they come, take them. If they don't come, don't take them. Manage your risk on them, and that's it. The profits take care of themselves. So that's how I see it.
So guys, I took a long on Tesla. Let's see if it holds the 303, and looking for a go to 305. It did not hold 303, or it bounced. Yeah, it's did not hold 303. Yeah, I'm getting out, guys. Yeah, that's my second stop out on Tesla.
First, do you see big orders at 300? I bet there's a big order there. I don't have the level 2, but I'm sure you'll find something there.
Yeah, I don't see 300 big orders.
No? Oh, okay.
I see a buyer at 303, and it doesn't seem to be holding, so I don't know.
All right. Very interesting here. Nathan, and how do I resist scalping? Scalping is no longer a strategy I use, so that's how I resist it. Basically, identify your trade book before you start the day. And don't go changing it every day, of course. But know your trading style and stick to your rules. Scalping used to be my style. But the last 1 year especially, I gotta say, I've been moving more and more towards trying to pick up bigger moves. So no more scalping.
Okay, one more long on Tesla, guys. I don't know, you might hate me for this, but this is a long for me.
You got this, bro. You
303.
got this.
Ah, yeah, now I will have to stop out. Okay, stopped out. Yeah, not gonna trade anymore. This is like I gave back my profits that I had. So yeah, 303 was a buyer. I just don't know. It stepped up again. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch anywhere. This is like I would start taking revenge trades, so I'm not gonna do it. If it comes back above 304 and closes above 304, then I'll think about it. But now, not anymore.
All right.
This is like this would turn out to be a revenge trade.
There we go. Handcuffs. Kyle Taylor wants handcuffs on you, Paras.
Yeah, I gave back the profits that I had, which is not good. But I still think that Tesla has a chance to pop. And 303 is still a buyer. It is trying to hold, but it's trying to be very choppy.
So, Shanam, you want my thoughts on Hims? Hims, I've got it on my chart. Well, to put it very simply, I see 39, or rather 38. It was a low of the first 30-minute candle. It did a breakout, retest, and it's on its way down now. So an entrance for a short around 38 would have made sense. Now it's already 30, it's getting close to 36. So basic setup. You have a range, a breakout, then a retest of the breakout. So looks very weak. It's been weak for a while, if you're into that. Well, yes, Richie, it's not just you, but I mean, again, revenge trading is, something that as human beings, something we want to do. We get hurt, we want revenge. It's a nature thing, right? But again, the discipline is important. Like Paras just said, he's not going to revenge trade. So once you are aware of it, then you know what to do, right? You basically don't do it, don't break the rules. That happens after you've done it a few times in the learning curve in the first couple of years, and you realize how much it hurts, and then you don't want to feel that pain again, so you don't revenge trade, right? But it's a perfectly normal human emotion. Then it's just a matter of training yourself to respond appropriately, not destructively. And don't get me wrong, I really want a revenge trade right now on the SPY. I can't believe how much money I left on the table today. It's just ridiculous. It would have made the year, seriously. But, you can't go chasing it. Just let it be. Wow. No. There you go, Joshua.
What
Don't go
else
chasing
is in
waterfalls.
play right now? I think the only order flow that I see a good order flow is Tesla, but now it's weak. Now it feels like it's gonna break the 300 on the downside.
Yeah, I honestly don't see anything, at least in my strategy right now. Nothing that I would touch, but I mean that's a very different strategy.
Yeah, hood was too extended on a daily, and I am surprised that it sold off today as well. I was expecting that it would bounce from the 48 area. I had a very strong conviction on it, but sometimes you have to understand the price action and sometimes you have to let it go. It's in this case, I was so biased on the long side, it did work out and then stopped out at break even. And so if I had been stubborn about holding it, then I would have been in such a deep hole.
Mhm. Yeah. Good discipline. That's important.
And same with Tesla today. I think Tesla is like if you're seeing a buyer or a seller, you have to still respect it. Like for me, these were all scalping. That's why I was quick in getting out and getting in. I was looking for a very quick bounce to the upside. And same thing even in this case, it's a $1 bounce. I was looking for 305 break. But when I saw the sellers taking over, you have to get out.
Mhm.
Because when you are trading the momentum or when you're scalping around, you have to be very quick in because all you're looking for is watching something and trying to have a very quick move on the upside. For me, I start as a scalping or I start as a momentum, but I would be looking for a bigger move as well. And this area is a good area to capture a bigger move on the upside. It has already dropped 30 points. Now it's looking for another drop below 300. And then eventually somewhere it will try to find a bottom. Now it goes below 300.
Yeah, it's gonna hit 300 and then see what happens. It's super weak. What do we have here? Got a quick question here from Dalton. What was my confirmation to short the SPY? To short the SPY, well, if I get my screen up and running here in a moment, I'll share it with you. But it's actually a very straightforward pattern setup. But give us a moment here. We'll get my screen up here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So on the SPY, on the 30-minute chart, basically, one of the levels I have is basically the bottom of the 8 a.m. candle, 595.30. On the 1-minute chart, you can see what it did. It broke through the level, went back up and retested that zone. It was very weak through it, as in, so now that's a retest of a breakout that just happened. And as soon as it was weak through the level, I went short in that area, looking to target the next level. That's the whole setup. That's it. Just retest of a breakout at a key level. That's the point. And that's the
That
setup.
Tesla, man, that's a $1 drop from 300. It's insane.
See, it's making lower lows. I mean, for reversals, I like to see a higher low, basically double bottom with a higher low. That could still happen, of course. But now it's just hit liquidity 300. Let's see what happens. Very interesting there. Dalton Y, yes, my levels are based on the 8 a.m. candle. Most of the time, if you look at the 8 a.m. candle, look at the 30-minute, then look at the 5-minute, look at the 1 minute. It's all the same because all that happens in 1 minute and 60 seconds. And that basically even forms a 30-minute candle. So, take a look at most of your tickers today. You'll notice that. That's why I just don't bother changing the time frame. Just leave it at 30. So, and Meta is putting in a massive move as well. Again, going through the levels. If you guys can see it on the chart here, just going through, respecting levels. And it's funny, you could just play this level to level. I made that attempt earlier, just didn't get it. Got stopped out early. That's another good one. And
SPY broke below today as well.
yeah, everything's going. Got AMD, got Microsoft, got SPY. You look at this levels on AMD, guys. This is pretty cool. If you look at the chart, I'll go into the 1 minute. See the breakout of was it 106.50? Then the retest happened just before 11 a.m. and it's on its way down through the low of day to the next level down, which is 104.50. Pretty cool. We need patience for this. This trade takes 2-3 hours to go. The setup's there. You know what? I think I'm just gonna watch the SPY from now on. It just puts in beautiful big moves, big, and you know what? It just can get into a position, and if you don't mess with it, most of the time it goes in your favor. But it's tough. It's very, very tough. Prashant, how did I make the transition from scalping to higher time frame holding? Well, I think my motivation was that my trading got stagnant, as in I'm making money, but and I'm always seeing I'm leaving money on the table, and I can actually just observing things. I realized if I just go slower, I can actually make more money, even take less trades and make more money. So I started observing this stuff and back testing and practicing, and it made sense. I'm like, all right, let me create a trade book and try it out. So start small size and evolve my trade book slowly into where now I'm using a much bigger time frame and removed all the scalping indicators. And I'm just looking at candlesticks at big levels, basically. But it's a gradual process for me. Everything's gradual. But the motivation is to grow. For me, it's not enough to just, it has never been enough to just consistently make money. That's a good thing. Of course, you get that. And 3-4 quarters of just consistency, that's good. Then you think about, okay, how can I step this up? How do I make my trading bigger, better without adding more risk? How can I make more money? So, in asking myself those questions, then I found these sorts of answers so far. And that's an ongoing evolution in my trading, nonstop. Just trying to get 1% better every day is the way I like to think about it. And yeah, keep going. Keep going. You cannot stagnate. Dave, the purple lines are, you know what? Ignore it. It's nothing. These numbers are just there because the Fibonacci tool puts them there, and I haven't found a way to get rid of them. They're nothing. They have no meaning to me. I'm interested in just these horizontal lines. It's the high and low of the 8 a.m. candle, and then just measured moves from there. That's all there is. Aquila,
Yes.
these levels again are just the 8 a.m. candle, the high and low, and measured moves from there. That's all it is. Go ahead, Paras. You in Tesla again?
No, I'm not on Tesla, but Tesla has some really good order flow. They are still trying to fight the buyers and sellers. There's a lot of the buyers take over, but the sellers again dominate. But there's an amazing fight happening between the buyers and the sellers. And 300 is definitely that level that they are trying to, the buyers are trying to defend, the sellers are trying to drop. And I think the sellers are gonna be
300.
exhausted. I really am tempted to go long using the 300.
A few questions here. I'll try and get through these quick. J Trader, the levels are, it's just a measurement, the high and low of the 8 a.m. candle, measure that distance, and then draw lines further higher and lower on the chart at the same distance. That's all they are. Set, you want to know about Amazon? Let's see. Oops. Okay, Amazon. Amazon's got nothing in it. At least the way I see it, 30-minute chart. It's just come down. It hasn't made a massive reversal hammer. This is still not convincing enough for me to tell you that it's gonna go up from here. That's on the 30-minute. 5-minute, yeah, it did make a big reversal hammer, so that could be interesting. But it did happen right after a massive bearish candle too. So I'd be very hesitant to think of this as a long. But then it put in another hammer, just a candle previous, right? So that's interesting with a higher low. Still not a good double bottom in my view. So I'd still hesitate. I wouldn't touch this. I know it's tempting, right, to reverse Amazon, but not convinced. I'm just not convinced on any time frame. But anyways, 30 is what I look at. Just looking at that, there's nothing there. I'm not gonna touch this. I'm not trading anymore, but if I was, I wouldn't touch this. There you go, J Trader. Keep it simple. Neil Weber decimal increments. I don't know anything about these decimal increments. I really don't. All I'm doing is looking at the candlesticks. There's a high over here and there's a low over here. Whatever that distance is, draw another line further up and another line further down. That's it. That's all. Again, that's all there is with these levels. There's nothing to it really. It's not complicated. I know it looks complicated. I know. It just looks like that.
So I took a long on Tesla, guys. 301.
There we go.
Let's see if it has the strength to bounce.
Pushing up. Nice. Apple, we got a few questions on Apple here while Paris is here long Tesla. What do you guys want to know about Apple? Well, it made a big reversal on a 30-minute, but there was no way to get into it on a 30-minute. Let's go into the one and see what we have. So it's right at a level. There you go. Paris getting that push pop.
Selling some on 302.
Nice. Division V, let Apple close a few 30-minute candles. If you want to double top on a 30-minute, man, just wait for it. I don't even see how it can happen. Double top by definition is a top, right? It has to be in a bullish run, then make a top. Apple's just in a whole lot of chop for I don't know how many days now. 2 weeks it feels like. So I don't even see that as a possibility. There you go. Paris, we got Kevin in here long with you on Tesla from 300.
Nice, Kevin.
Let's have a look. Tesla, my gosh. Yeah.
I want 303. 303 was the buyer who turned out to be a seller. So 303. A lot of volume being done at this area. I'm adding more on Tesla. Let's see if it has a bounce from here.
Real quick,
Still
you
a lot
guys.
of fight. A lot of fight happening right now. No clear buyers are trying to be aggressive, but the sellers are again taking over.
It's all in the right place, huh? 300. It's all in the right place.
Yeah, now it's trying to sell off, which is not good. I'm adding a little more on Tesla. Come on, boom, boom, pop 302. Left. I think it's gonna pop, guys. Very good chance it's gonna pop. Pop, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Selling some. I think it's gonna go to 303 now. Let's see.
Nice.
Let's see if 302 holds. I want so I think it's gonna go to 303 now. Very strong buyers now.
Lars, got a quick question here from Yusuf. How do you know when the sellers are taking over while you're trading? If that's something you can share.
Yeah, so the way I identify is on how the sellers are taking over or the buyers are taking over is through the tape. And I'm watching the tape as in like the time and sales window and the level 2 data. And it provides you a lot of information on how the buyers and sellers are interacting and who is dominating at any given point of time. So if you, yeah, now it's gonna go to 30. Okay, covering, sorry, selling some here. And so yeah, so the way it was interacting, what I at the earlier stages, if you look at it, 303 was the buyer I was looking at, but then 300 bounced a couple of times and the buyers took over again. And the way I capture it is using how the transactions are happening. The red prints, the white prints, the green prints that you see in front of you, it has a meaning towards it. Like if you are going for a real estate, like if you have a house to sell, right? If you have multiple bids on the property, then you can always increase your listing price or selling price because you are a dominator there. You lift the price and the multiple bids would match up to the price. And once you see something like that, it's like the seller is dominating. The transaction is happening, but how do you understand who is dominating? In the first case, there is a seller is dominating, but in the other case, let us say a property doesn't have a lot of demand and the bidder bids lower, so the seller has to step down to match the price and match the transaction. And that's where, though the transaction happened, but the dominating factor was a bidder, like a bidder, the buyer bids lower and then got matched to the lower price. And that's why if that statement is true, you can identify similarly when you have thousands and millions of orders flowing in front of you and considering one transaction as one sell of a property. That's when and then you can identify if the sellers are dominating or the buyers are dominating, because you have a lot of data going on in front of you. And I think Tesla has a very good chance to go up higher, and I'm thinking of adding further more to it. 303, nice. Boom! I love you, Tesla, man. You never disappoint me.
We were all waiting for that.
So yeah, so now it's 303. Now I'm looking for 305. Now 305 would be like the sellers have been absorbed. Now 305 is very much possible. Now the volume would come very quickly too. So 303.66. Now 305 is possible. It's like, and the SPY is bouncing too at 590 areas. So now you're in a driver's seat. Now you want to wait for it to pop to 305. Boom, 304. Boom, 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 boom. Selling some, 304.
Nice, very nice.
So yeah, so now it's a game of like the price action would do a pullback. Maybe I want to see a hold of 303, which I was seeing a buyer before. I would want to see a hold of 303 and then continue stepping higher. And if it gives me a pullback to 303, 302.5, I might even think of adding more to a position. And that's where you are trying to scale out, get as recycling your shares and trading around the core. So you keep getting into a position, taking your profits, and then adding back and adding back in until proven guilty. And that's how you trade. If you get stopped out, you get stopped out. But I think getting into the right areas and getting into the right places to add in, I think it helps you maximize your profits on any given trade.
Robin, we're both using DOS Trader Pro here.
Yeah, and Phoebe, I think there are a lot of concepts that you can look for it. If you are interested on how you read the tape, you can check out the course, which is a 15, 16-hour course that provides you to a very, very specific real-time examples and concepts of how you can understand the real buying and selling imbalances. And check out the trading terminal, and you would get exposed to it. There are multiple concepts. It's not just one thing. Every single thing has a meaning. Who is gonna be dominator and who's gonna be the submissive candidate there. So white, red, blue, and red, all you see is the white is anything that hits between the bid and the ask. The red is at the bids, and green is at the ask. But again, red doesn't mean it's a sell. Green doesn't mean it's a buy. People who think that a red and a green is a buy, that's the biggest misconception. So you have to have a trade in perspective on how the bids are. A limit buy is going to print in a red, and an aggressive sell is also going to print in the red. So how do you identify if it's an aggressive seller versus a limit buyer? And that's the skill that you wanna, once you start reading the tape and actively applying those, that's where you'll create a huge difference. You pinpoint your entries and exits. Okay, so 305 is coming now. So let's see, it breaks 304. Let's see if it closes above 304.
Nice. Yeah, on Tesla, my target further up my next level is 306.30. So, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I think the buyers are starting to showcase a little bit of strength, and I think it absolutely even can go to VWAP today and then pull back. But let's see if it holds the 303 now. So 303 is being held, and I want it to drop a little below 303 for me to add to the position. So if it drops to 303 or 302.5, that's where I'll add more on my long trade.
Nice. Yep. bullish activity all around the market at the moment. Apple as well, high of day at the moment, guys.
What is Apple doing? Oh, wow. What a reversal on Apple.
Yeah.
Man, my final exit was like literally by the penny on the Apple at 245. See, these levels are magic. And you know where did I get those levels? See here, guys. Here. At this area, 246.50 was the area, the stock that was holding with the resistance became the support yesterday, and 246.50 was the area, and 245 right here from a 30-minute chart. And see, this 245 was holding for 3 or 4 days before it stopped. It broke the 245 on the upside. Then 246.50 was holding. And today it dropped to 245, and now it's breaking the highs. Wow. I did not anticipate Apple completely doing a reversal.
Yeah, that was a big one. Nice bottom ticking that. 245, yep.
Yeah. These levels work. So Tesla is looking good for 305. But if buyers have to generate liquidity, they will have to drop below 303 or 303 and then bounce. If they don't, then go to 305.
Nice. Who here on YouTube got
Boom, boom, guys, boom. 304.50.
there you go. Nice.
Nice. Nice. 304.50. Now let's go to 305. 305. 76. I saw 76 print. Yeah, 76. 76 lifts. 78. Let's go 305. So there is 79 lifts, 93, 94. Let's break 305. Boom, 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 boom. 95. Oh, it dropped. It went to 95. I want to see it punch through 305. 305. Now again. Boom. Boom. 305. This is amazing. I'm glad I was able to. Ah, 305 again. Oh, boom. God.
Something just happened in the market.
This was crazy. Nice. That's the second it broke 305, the new buyer stepped in, and now it's gonna continue to 3. Yeah. What was your level? 306 something? 306.50?
So yeah, I think it is. Yeah, 306.50. That's right. So we're getting there, almost there. Doesn't seem far now.
Yeah. Now I'm back in business. How can I be away from the business so long? Yeah. Oh, SMCI news came out that they will file for an extension. They again file for an extension? What is wrong with SMCI?
Oh man. There's a lot of shady business.
So 306.23. Let's squeeze, let's squeeze, let's squeeze. 306.25. Three 650, selling some. Yeah, 306.50 rejected.
Yep, that's the key area right there, 306.50.
Yeah, but I think it goes to VWAP now. I'm gonna go to like 309, 310, 310 is like would be my final exit. Goes there.
Nice.
Anybody take that trade, guys, on YouTube? On Tesla? Turned out to be really nice.
Yeah, we had a few here on YouTube in with Paras. Raise your hands. Yeah, there we go. Basim. Sergej. Yeah, there you go. We got a few in there.
Nice, nice.
Good work, guys. Very nice.
Very nice, very nice.
Brilliant.
Guys, throw us a like. Throw us a like. If you can. So would appreciate that. Okay, I think it's already 12.
Yep.
Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you, Avi. Have a great rest of the day and see you guys tomorrow, guys.
Awesome. Great job, Paras. Thank you so much. Take it easy, YouTube. See you all tomorrow.